Davis. 7 seconds to go. Three-pointer. Oh! Hutchins! Double order!
Again, comes down to fundamentals.
Oh! My goodness! Sorrentine hit that one from the parking lot.
Watford for the win!
Yes! Yes!
Trip to the Sweet 16. Taney's got it. Rises up. The shot.
And it's good! It's good! From the corner! And it's over! Gonzaga! The slipper still fits! Ha ha! College basketball!
We are live. Huff is going to be joining a bit. He's on his way back from a company Christmas party, so he'll be rocking and rolling with us in a little bit. But Elliot, how was the day so far?
Oh, not too bad. I need to probably change my shirt, as you hinted. When I joined in, that was a god awful performance by K-State, and somehow a surprisingly decent performance by Oklahoma State. They're actually hitting shots, but luckily my under barely came through. But so far so good. I got a couple more bets. I think I got Wyoming +7, BYU -3. That'll kind of dictate if it's a really good night or a good night. So, what about yourself?
Not too bad. Started off pretty good. Florida was absolutely sweat free. They jumped on them and never relinquished that. Georgia outright. I added Duke. I did hop off of Iowa State, and go figure, they both cover and get it done. So my luck there. But yeah, we got Mississippi State up 20 right now. It's looking good. Wyoming, UCLA, and San Jose for me also. So UCLA is not looking good. Michigan's just, I think it looks like they obviously found something, and it's working. They're seeming to be a wagon right now. So we'll need a little miracle here for UCLA. It looks like they're down 15 when they have 13 points.
I know. I just looked at it and I saw it was like 12-2, 12-3 to start, and I was like, oh, that's a great start for freaking UCLA backers. I was gonna bet them 2.5 because it dropped, and I totally forgot. And then I looked at the score. I'm like, well, shit, I might just stay off the game completely.
Yeah, it was a late ad for me. I kind of I was like, you know what, fuck it. Everyone else is on it. I'll ride with them. But yeah, no good. What's going on, Huff?
Where's your shoot, motherfucker?
What up?
Yeah, where's the suit?
I took that shit off. Fuck that. I ain't wearing a suit on here. Hell no.
Suited and booted.
Hell no. I think it's funny that it was 68-66 with 3 minutes to go in the Iowa-Nebraska game, and it ends 97-87. Woo.
It's overtime for you.
Oh, it's great.
I was just saying, I backed off of Iowa, and Iowa State ended up cashing out. Fuck my life. Fucking both covered relatively easily. I mean, Iowa was a little sweaty, but they both covered. So
Yeah.
UCLA, not a good start. Not a good start, man.
Not at all. Well, they might be dead.
Oh, they are dead. I think Michigan
Are you guys
turned into an absolute wagon.
gone along the slate? Because it was
We literally heard like a minute in.
It was a good day.
Just,
It was a good day for us, I think, for the most part, right?
yeah,
For sure.
yeah. Good calling that under there, Crutch. That was never a doubt. They were never letting Tennessee score 50 that game.
Crutch, I think I followed you on Twitter. I hope I followed the right Crutch.
I was halfway right on the game. Miami, Ohio, first half. Ball State did not win the full game.
I know. I was going to text you, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, I was at that
party.
I didn't watch any of the games other than like the first 30 minutes of the 7 o'clock slate because I had that work party. Perfect day for it. But hey, I mean, whatever. That's a 1-1. It's a first half full game. It's a 1-1. It's fine.
No, I will say that first game was an absolute banger.
Oh, NC
State, that shit was crazy.
It
It
was
goes
a good game
low.
if you lost.
I like the over. I said the over last night, and I didn't take it. I'm pissed at myself. I wrote it down, too. I ended up taking Central.
Cameron Hawes went for 40. Bucket. I think that shows you the biggest thing I took away from that is it just shows you that I don't think there's a right or wrong on whether or not you should foul up 3 or not foul up 3 because you have both situations. You tried to foul up 3, you got fouled in was basically, I mean, he missed the front end, so it didn't really matter like in that, but it, put him on the line for 3 shots, and then you don't foul up 3 in the first overtime, and NC Central hits the big 3. So it's like, well, what do you do? Because they both tried each tactic, and both tactic didn't work.
Yeah. It's all just situational. I mean, we've seen them both work at times. We've seen them both fail. So
for sure,
it is what it is. Man,
I'm
NC
a believer
Central.
in the foul up, I'm a believer in the foul up 3, but as long as
It's
you're
a class.
as long as you're actually up 3 and not up only 2, like Minnesota.
I
Hey,
think
shout out Bets from Minnesota for at least giving me a push, not an L.
Yeah, no, I think if you're gonna foul, you definitely gotta foul like right at half court or just right, like one dribble over half court. That's about as the last time you can foul, because as soon as they see you coming in, some dude is gonna pull up from 30, just like that dude from Morgan State did. He felt the foul and just went right up.
Yeah, that was brutal. I mean, NC Central, dude, that Hobbs guy on Morgan, he had I think he had a 40 piece, and it felt like, he did. Yeah, my bad, missed that part. But I swear he had, anytime there's a key rebound to be had, for NC Central to kind of close this game out and take a lead and get the cover, he was always there grabbing a fucking rebound, man. They couldn't box out for shit.
That was
that was brutal.
That front end, I don't understand why people don't try to miss it like that all the time. I don't understand when all those people shooting those free throws, they shoot it really high up in the air. And then to try to get that bounce, I would prefer just to chest, just act like you're going to do it. And then they don't know the timing. But if you practice that, you could almost time it to where the guys on that outside, they're like, okay, he's going to take 3 dribbles and chest pass it at the front of the rim. And then he just, threw it right at the front of the rim. Obviously, you got to attempt for a shot, so it can't really be a chest pass. But, right at the front of the rim. And like you said, Hobbs came in and freaking got the rebound, got fouled, and freaking tied it up. It was crazy.
Yeah. I think everything we talked about hit the team total over for NC Central, except for the spread, and I took the fucking spread. So go figure on that. Go fucking figure.
The full game over was free. Didn't take that. And I did take Xavier, and I said I'm never betting them again on TC if they didn't cover this, and they did. Welcome to no bet list, David. You're fucking horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah. I feel the same way with them.
They're never.
Yeah. Did you talk about a spot or a must-have game?
No.
That doesn't exist for Xavier, Cincinnati, or Missouri State.
UNF would look a lot better on Kansas State right now. That's for damn sure.
Shit.
Yeah. Who decided to transfer? Xavier's bad, dude. They will be competing with Butler and DePaul for bottom of the barrel of the Big East, and I think DePaul comes out top of those 3 teams.
Yeah, I'll take DePaul over Xavier every day of the week, even in the Cintas. Denser, no big deal. Hey, 3 for 3 on the faves last night. I know I cashed out Iowa State. I was a bitch, but regardless, gave it out. If you played it, you still hit. They covered that, everything ahead. So congrats on the surgery went well.
Yeah,
you're getting back.
Yeah, Denzer, hope everything's good. Yeah, it wasn't the best 7 p.m. slate for me. I went around even, but then after that, it was all cooking from there. After West Virginia, basically Iowa, Iowa State, Baylor was free, and UIC.
Man, yeah, you smacked me on that battle. You knocked me the fuck out first round.
Fucking Missouri State, get that Missouri State shit out of here. They did beat me on Saturday though, and they covered with Bradley. But
no, I'm never betting Missouri State again.
Now we just need Auburn to cover, and because Vandy's dead, Missouri's going to cover, North Carolina should cover, BYU's struggling to cover, and Colorado State's actually covering. So this is looking for a good 9 o'clock slate for me, other than UCLA.
Yeah, that Akron team total absolutely smacked Crutch. I mean, they won outright. It was a trap. It wasn't a trap. It was. Or no, I'm thinking of the Bowling Green game.
Yeah, you're thinking of Bowling Green, but Akron. I mean, they covered too. That Akron was like 9.5.
The Akron was damn near That's damn near like a system play these days.
Yeah, I put them in that little money line parlay that I had. I put them in it, and that hit, that came through, so that was kind of nice. I had Akron, Toledo, and Baylor in the little money line parlay. Some home
There you go.
to 300 to 200 to 300 favorites. I think Akron might have been a 400.
UCLA is just sad to watch.
They're horrible.
Danny Wolf. Dude, Danny Wolf assists. He's got 5 already, I swear to God. That dude's just ridiculous.
How about Duke? That was the play.
I added that 3 minutes before the game. I was like, I gotta take it.
How about my Qs too? Come on, Qs.
Good call.
Yeah,
But
I should have bet that, but I was freaking.
I wanted no part of that game.
I did eat shit on Clemson though, so whatever. That was not the right play, but I just wanted to battle you. Sometimes I just like battling you guys.
Duke ended on an 18-0 run.
I know.
Yeah.
They're up 11 and on an 18-0 run, and that freaking Cooper flag poster was disgusting.
Yeah. A little bit of a travel, but whatever. I don't think they call those much anymore.
No.
Those early windows, those 6 o'clock windows, every game was a blowout.
Pretty
Every
much.
game felt like I actually took a nap. I took a fucking nap. I fell asleep. I woke up. I was like, "Yep, still smoked them."
The BSU game was decent, but other than that,
yeah. There was like 1 or 2 good games. Otherwise, every team was up like
good
10.
game was a freaking Toledo Eastern Michigan was surprisingly a banger of a game, and I was actually watching.
What were they laying? They're like 9 or 10,
9.5.
Yeah,
it was like
Toledo's not as good as they've been in the last couple of years.
No.
Yeah.
But they're still a good team.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, what's this looking like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sitting 10 and 8 for anything I put on the show, or what I wrote down, I should say. Sitting 3 and 1 today so far. I mean, we're still the night slate, but what do you got for the night slate here, Huff? What do you got going on?
Yeah, I started off the 7 p.m. slate 5 and 6, but it's looking up since then. The 8 p.m. I was 3 and 0, so we're gonna be 8 and 6 there. But right now I'm sweating out Colorado State, which is not really a sweat. Auburn minus 10.5. Vandy's I'm count that as a loss already. BYU, North Carolina, not even a sweat either, and Missouri's not a sweat at all either. And New Mexico is totally fucking cooked. So that's pretty much all I got.
They're down 9.
UCLA. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a solid slate. I'll probably be with that record looking. I mean, I can't hedge it too early. I can't cash it out too early and say they're going to hit or not. But we're tracking Action Network. They have me green on a few of these games. We're looking to be about 12 and 10, 13 and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hot take there, Crutch. That's a hot take. Duke has the best defense. I'm not going to say they're not a top 5 defense, but Houston would like a word.
Yeah, for sure.
And Pittsburgh shot 31% from the floor too.
I mean, that's what Duke does to you too, but I think Houston's better than Duke, to be honest. I want to see a Houston-Duke game. That would be fucking awesome.
I'll be honest. When does Duke lose their next game?
Dude, the ACC, they're like –
Dude, I mean, okay, so the Notre Dame at Cameron on Saturday, win. Don't know about cover, but win. Probably a cover. Miami, Florida at home, win. At Boston College, win. At Wake is one that could be scary maybe, but probably a win.
Not without Blue. Wake won't have anybody on the inside.
That's what I'm saying. And then NC State, win. North Carolina, win. At Syracuse, they might not lose till February 8th at Clemson.
Yeah,
it would be pretty Duke to lose at North Carolina.
It's
just because
the games that Duke or.
Oh yeah, they don't play till March 8th. Yeah, they have them at home.
They could go undefeated December and January because they went undefeated in December. I think they'd probably go undefeated in January too. And then, like you said, maybe that Clemson game because that's a
maybe Wake gets up for it, but probably not.
Yeah.
That's probably the only one.
I think
Yeah, I mean-
Clemson might be a spot they could drop
Yeah.
at Clemson.
That's the first
Oh.
one they lose. That's the
Yeah.
first one they lose. They
Wait,
don't lose.
Clemson.
They did luck out having Cal and Stanford at home and not having to travel all the way over there.
Right.
That could have been just a random spot.
And the fact that both the Wake and the Clemson, they're both on the back end of the double of the back-to-back road spots. So both those spots could be a spot where they could possibly drop, but Clemson definitely more likely than Wake.
Yes.
True. All right. Well, anything else, or should we just hop right into tomorrow here?
Let's hop into it. See if we get a live bet. I'm sweating too much right now to live bet probably right now. But
Yeah, I've got 4 things going. UCLA down 15, so they're hanging around that 13 to 15 point deficit. Let's get a fucking run here.
I can see Auburn blowing this cover too. Missouri.
Yeah, they've hung around 11 to 13 this majority of this game.
Yeah, I started out 0-3 today. I was like, oh, this is going to be a great day.
Yeah,
And
I
turned
started
it around.
3-1, so let's hope the night games at least go 2-2 at least.
Yep, 5-4 right now, pending BYU, Wyoming. So
There you
There
go.
you go.
hopefully BYU can
Yeah, it's been a tight game.
keep it
51,
above 3. It's
53.
back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopping into tomorrow, I'm on KenPom. I'm just going from start to finish for the day. The first 2 games interest anybody at all. Navy Holy Cross, Loyola Maryland at Army.
Not really.
Yeah, me neither. Army's laying points now. That's one thing I'm kind of wondering. They're laying points. They have been catching points and playing pretty well. Now they're laying points, so it might be a well. Army is Crutch's play of the day tomorrow. It's his play, huh?
I thought we were talking about
So is
Navy.
it I had just asked if anyone had anything for the first 2, the Navy Holy Cross or Loyola Maryland Army.
Yeah, I actually like Army better than the other one. I'm agree with that.
I like Army over Loyola Maryland. They went from catching points, now they're laying points, which is
I think that's
Yeah.
telling. I think it's kind of like the Arizona at West Virginia line of 2.5
fair.
tonight. It was telling.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's not like Loyola. I mean, it's just a home spot. I think with the lay. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I don't know if it's necessarily telling. I think it's more so like it's the home spot. They don't fucking know because it's not like Loyola Maryland's anything better either.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I like this. I like the way this Army team plays.
Yeah, I've made some money cashing on Army lately. But man, they're just so short and they're pretty 3 reliant, but Loyola Maryland can stop it, but they are laying points, so you do have a point. That does seem kind of
Lost-
telling this year.
Lost back-to-back road games at Colgate, at Boston, coming home. I kind of like them in the spot too. Because is this the 3rd game of the Patriot League?
Looks like it. 3rd or 4th that they played.
This will be Army's 3rd game. They've lost the first 2.
They're 0-2, so they're going to be wanting to get that first win. Loyola coming off that win against who did they just beat? They beat somebody at home. Yeah,
Lehigh.
we had a good win, and then they lost out Holy Cross. That was a pretty close game. That was at Holy Cross.
Yeah, I would go Army over Loyola, just because they're at home. But rooting for you, Crutch. I don't know if I'm going to bet this game. I mean, if I don't find anything else on the board, maybe. But yeah, I would choose Army over Loyola for sure.
Yeah, I might end up betting this just to have a little bit of action at that early slate.
I'm a tail Crutch. I like it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. I'll tell you, Crutch. Army -2. Support the troops. Loyola Chicago at LaSalle, little A10 action, 6:30. Loyola Chicago.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So we're just gonna pass on Navy Holy Cross to start off the day.
I mean, if you want to talk about it.
Navy 2-0 in Patriot League, both home wins. They lost 4 road games in a row. NJIT, Virginia Tech, Coppin State. They lost to Coppin State. William and Mary. And then they beat American and Lafayette. They're 2-0 in Patriot play. Holy Cross is 1-1. I'll take Holy Cross in the money line as well too. We'll start off with the Patriot League early. I like Army a lot more, but I like Holy Cross here in this spot. They're horrible though. Both teams.
You do have a point. They're not good on the road. They have 1 win, and that was at Penn.
No, look, if you look at it, the last 6 games they've played has been a home team spot. One. And Navy, that is.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a home court advantage at Holy Cross, but this just seems like the spot to kind of bet Holy Cross there.
Yeah. You got a point.
Would you take the money line or would you take the 1.5?
I said money line.
Money line?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Navy just on the road just hasn't been sharp. Now they're 2-0 and they're catching points at Holy Cross. That kind of feels like it's telling you all you need.
Sorry, I just wanted to get the 6 p.m. out of the way. Start off with the Patriot League. One of these games got to be on CBS Sports Network, right? Nope, all ESPN Plus. Okay.
You're just so damn patriotic.
Yep. Exactly.
We got A10, Loyola Chicago at LaSalle. Loyola Chicago's been spiraling, dude. Spiraling.
Yep, they've lost their last 4.
Ever since
They gotten their guys back.
Ever since they ignored Sister Jean.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like 2-5 since then.
Owinsu, he's going to be out like 4 weeks. So
He's still out.
That was starting on, looks like the 23rd. Expected to miss 4 weeks, so he's still out for the next week and a half, maybe. What's up, Clark?
What's going on, Clark? Hey,
What up,
solid
Clark?
showing from your Hoyas tonight.
Yeah.
They had Marquette shit in the britches.
Yo, Clark. Was LaSalle catching 2?
It is
2.5, 2.5.
Give me LaSalle, I guess. No bet for me yet. I'll write it down.
I'll battle you.
Yeah. Loyola misses those guys clearly. Ever since they went out, they have not the Sister Jean thing and those injuries. They clearly missed those guys big
I
time.
feel like a Loyola kind of maybe could get up on a road spot, but yeah, I like LaSalle catching points at home. I fucking hate betting this team though, so that's why I didn't bet it. I just wrote it down.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Justin Moore, he's out for the season, and then the Huinsu will be back in about 4 weeks from the 23rd. So hopefully they'll, maybe get that piece back. But I feel like it's a spot that Loyola needs to get. And I haven't been that impressed with LaSalle.
Yeah, they've been frustrating. I mean, the Dayton game, I bet them they covered, but the refs were terrible, but they still hung around. I mean, they had a big second half run to get that done, but I don't know. I mean, this is as good a spot as any for them to win. I mean, you got to beat down Loyola squad that has not been good since those injuries happened. Mid game San Francisco, ever since then their 1 win's Canisius. Granted, they had 3 neutral court games, but all losses.
VCU, they looked good for like the first 12 minutes, and then they just fell apart.
Good. Yeah. I'm gonna write down LaSalle, but
Yeah, I wrote down
strong. Yeah. What is it? LaSalle's lane 2?
catching 2.
Catching 2? Okay.
Close to. I'm writing down Loyola just to possibly battle.
Bro, Auburn? Come on.
What's the score?
They're up 13.
I know. I was just saying, let's go.
Oh, and he sounded upset, like they were blowing this or something.
Texas Tech's blowing this too.
Good. I'm not watching that.
Sure.
next one.
No, BYU's blowing this. Sorry, Texas Tech is up 5.
Yeah.
Damn,
I've got my quad box going over here too, so got my
BYU.
phone with the UCLA game.
their home team's not as good as it ain't a Mountain West spread anymore. That's for damn sure, or a WAC spread or anything.
I will say that Texas Tech, both Texas Tech and Arizona, going and get 2 Big 12 road wins. Those are two great road trips for both of those programs. They both need them for sure.
I fucking hate that Texas Tech team.
I know. I'm backing them though at home against Iowa State on Saturday though. I don't even care what it is. I'm probably taking the money line.
Sure. Some Horizon League action. We got Northern Kentucky heading to Youngstown State. Northern Kentucky off of the Green Bay win, and then they played 4 overtimes in the 2 games prior, and they still managed to pull away on Green Bay and beat them. Shout out the ATM that's known as Green Bay. Always a good time when they're on the schedule. But Youngstown's been solid. They're coming off a loss. They went to IU Indy, beat them by 15. Kentucky was at IU Indy, and won by 2. I mean, other than that, their road game triple OT loss to Rob Morris. They haven't. They won 1 road game this year, and that was a 2-point win at IU Indy. Otherwise, they've lost every single one. They have not been sharp. I'll give them credit for the Florida State and Purdue game. Like, all right, that's fine. Those are acceptable losses against P4 schools.
It kind of gets lit at home at Youngstown too. I kind of like the environment there.
I've always been to Youngstown State. I said it's like a 5-hour drive. I mean, it's crazy how big Ohio is, way eastern Ohio. But I've always wanted that arena is tough. It's like a bowl almost weird.
Yeah, and they got that upper track that people are always hanging over to and screaming and shit.
I'll write down Youngstown State, but I kind of like their team. I'm kind of like their team total over better.
What's that? It's 133. It's not up on DraftKings yet.
It's going to be around 68, 66.
Seems low. I mean, they've put up 81, 77, 73, 72, 80, 93.
It's just because Northern Kentucky's offense is just kind of slow, or their defense is pretty good, and they're pretty stout.
The defense grinds you out.
Yeah, on the alternate totals, DK always puts out the alternate totals first, and then they'll put out the actual total like later on. But the alternate totals, it skips over 67, so I'm guessing it's going to land at 67.5. Because right now I can get 66.5 minus 140, and then 68.5 plus 100.
I bet they score 68 if they win.
68, yeah.
I believe Youngstown State wins, they score 68.
I like Youngstown the minus 2.
Great. It's not very great. Their offense is not, but they've scored. They haven't not scored above 68 since the Oakland game on December 7th.
Northern Kentucky beat them last year at home, 82-52 too, after taking an L at Northern Kentucky.
Last year, that Youngstown team, that was their year to win the Horizon, probably too.
Yeah, that was the best chance. They had a good team. Who were those guys on that team?
Actually, 2 years ago, I thought their team was actually better.
Ziggy Reed, and they had DJ Burns 2 years ago. That's right.
2 years ago, they lost to Northern Kentucky. They were 24-8 in the Horizon League. They had Dwayne They had like 4 seniors: Malik Green, Brandon Rush, Dwayne Cohill. That was their year to actually probably win the Horizon. They were good last year too.
Yeah, Clark doesn't have faith in NKU either. I think this is a spot you just you played 4 overtimes in 2 games, and then you got the gift of Green Bay at home, which everybody's smacking the shit around. I think now you hit the road. Youngstown State gives it to you. I like Youngstown -2. You can take the team total, but I think they're going to get this done by close to double digits, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep. I like it. They're coming home too. They Northern Kentucky was home for 2. Now they got to go on the road, and then reverse for Youngstown State on the road. Got to come back home.
Yeah. Yeah, Youngstown's been good at home this year too. So give it to me. All right. All of a sudden, Vanderbilt's down 9 with 6:48 left. Come on, Mississippi State. Down
What'd
8.
you,
Come
what'd
on.
you get that
I got Mississippi State -1.5.
at? This one?
I think we're just up like 18.
Yeah. That's cooked. What's next?
Here we go. We got our boy Eric Dixon and the Wildcats are hosting UConn. A UConn team without McNeely and a UConn team that struggles to defend the 3. So, do you know what that means?
Bet UConn.
Dixon for 3. Why don't you
I'll
just take Dixon 3s again?
I'll take
If it's plus money.
Dixon 3 threes.
Yeah, if it's plus money. I mean, they give up 37.5% of teams' points from 3. That's 28th in the country most. They allow 55.7 shooting. I mean, they give up a lot of threes. They're also 43% of field goals allowed on defense are from 3. Eric Dixon's just been a monster. What's he done versus them last year? What did he do? Oh, nope. Go back. Villanova. Dixon was 2 of 8 at UConn, and at home, he shot 0 of 3. What did he shoot last year from 3, actually? Because he's been way better this year. Eric Dixon shot... Yeah, he shot 34, we'll say 34.5% from 3 last year. He's shooting 49% this year. He's 48 of 98. Like, he's just been so much better.
Oh, he's
from
one of
3.
the top in the country, top 3-point shooters
Yeah.
in the country easily.
I don't even see a line yet.
I
I
don't see one either.
Pick them.
it's a 1. It's a 1. Yeah, it's a pick 'em 1.
Yeah. Clark, we're going to get to that game too because I got thoughts on it too. I'm kind of with you in the same boat.
I'm kind of with Crutch on this one. I normally take Villanova in these spots, but I love this UConn team. I will not bet this live. I will do this or I will not bet this pre-flop. I will bet this live. I'd rather bet those fucking Patriot League games. Just like I did UConn with Providence plus money line when they went down. I expect a better line for Connecticut tomorrow, but I do think they end up getting it done.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Without McNeely, I mean, they did just get scared against Providence. What's that?
They have won like 10 in a row though, so they're probably due 3, 4, 5,
And you
6.
talk about a must-have game for Villanova. You get a win over UConn. That's going to help your resume after you shit the bed in the non-con. Columbia and St. Joe's and Virginia losses. Those are not good losses you want on your resume. So this would be a huge game to get. And it's at home too. And they're missing McNeely. Like, this is as good a spot at any as you're going to get to beat UConn.
Go Huskies. Dogs eat cats.
Dogs eat cats.
It's a good handicap.
UConn -1's probably a good look. They're not going to lose the game.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Definitely.
I will be on.
Especially without McNeely. It's definitely a sketchy line without McNeely. I want to take Villanova on the spot, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not. I'm going to take UConn.
Sounds good.
Dixon threes for you.
I will be. Why don't you just do a non-correlated parlay, get some juicy odds. Take Dixon 3 threes and UConn money line.
No, because if I would have just done the first half, I would be 1-1, and I did a parlay 1 and 2. So no need to get extra. I don't like parlays unless they're like 2 chalky money line or 3 chalky money line.
Yep. If Dixon threes are not plus money tomorrow, I will be on Villanova money line. If the Dixon threes are plus money, I'll be on Dixon threes. So that's how I sit on that one.
Yeah, I'm writing down Villanova. I think it's a good spot for them to get up against the top 10 team. But I'm gonna wait because I think that this will go to plus money probably before tip. I think UConn will get some money coming in on them with the opening. I see -105 right now, Nova. So
I see plus 102 on DraftKings.
I didn't see that yet.
Yep. All right. DePaul at Seton Hall. Perfect timing. I think Seton Hall is going to get him. DePaul lives and dies by the 3. Their defense is terrible. I think Seton Hall can just muck this up and make it nasty. And Clark said no Enright probably. Yeah, that dude averages like 8 assists a game. Like he's ridiculous. Where's his assist rate? He's got a 40.5 assist rate. That's 7th in the country.
CJ fucking gun.
9'8", 6'3", 9'7", 9'8", 4'11", 8'8". Like this guy he's distributing the offense on this team. If he's not out, they're fucked. And you're gonna be I know Seton Hall's ass, but man, they will muck it up. And DePaul's defense is not good, so they should be able to score a little bit. At least cover this.
Have both teams lost all their Big East games? They're both defeated.
Yeah.
In the Big East?
DePaul's 0 for 4. Seton Hall's 0 for 3.
I'll write down Seton Hall. No bet for me yet, but I'll write it down. I kind of like it too as well. I agree on the angle, but fuck these two teams.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. Yeah, I kind of want to bet Seton Hall money line instead of the -2.5 because they're like shoot 63% from the freaking free throw line. But I'll probably go Seton Hall -2.5. I think they're going to be able to get a lot of layups against DePaul, shoot high percentage shots, and then they're going to be able to turn DePaul over, but also they're just going to be able to out physical them and prevent them from getting off those threes that they rely on so heavily.
Yep, I'm with you. And Clark saying he hurt his shoulder last game, didn't play the rest of the game versus Nova. Yeah, once Dixon hit those threes, I turned that game off because it was a fucking rout. So I did not see his injury. Yeah, I've seen Hall loses. They're going 1-19 in the conference. Yeah, probably. But I think they win and they go 2-18 in conference this year. So give me Seton Hall. They probably win by 6 or 7. Nothing pretty, but they should get it done. I think DePaul's come back to earth. They had a great start of the season. Now we play conference teams and it's just falling back to earth time.
Well, when you rely on something, when you're so one-sided and rely on something like the 3-ball that they do, it's pretty easy to scout for, pretty easy to come up with a game plan to stop what you're good at. So if you're not versatile, it's really going to hurt you in conference play.
Absolutely. Coastal Carolina, App State. Interest anybody? I got nothing on that game, unless somebody wants to talk about it.
No, I don't have anything on this. I'd lean App State, but fuck those games.
I'll take App State.
I lean Coastal, but
7.5 is kind of a little too high. I might have fired it if it was lower, but 7.5, I can't do that.
Fair. Next one, we got a banger. We got a banger in the Missouri Valley. Drake heads to Bradley. Drake starting to look a little rough here. Dropped 2 straight. Now you're going to Bradley to try to get that to right the ship. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Bradley
gets them.
I'll take Bradley 2.5.
Yep. This place is going to be fucking jumping, man. You get Drake coming in with all that attention and everything they're getting. Now they're struggling. They're on a 2-game losing streak, and you got to go to the fucking Braves and try to get a W and right the ship. I don't know, man. I'm sure they play it better than they did versus Murray State, but man, Bradley's going to be up for this game. This is a big win, especially with the wins that Drake has under their belt. Vanderbilt, Miami, and FAU, and Kansas State. Those wins will look pretty good on your resume. And if you beat those guys as a mid-major here, that's gonna go do some help you out on that resume. So I like Bradley here.
Yeah, I like Bradley. They're 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games. Drake's 3-6 though against the spread in their last 9 games. So I like this Bradley team. They're 4-0 in Missouri Valley play, and I think they get to 5-0. Drake 12-0 to losing 2 in a row. Probably going to be 3 in a row here with this Bradley. But then I don't foresee them losing too much more in the Missouri Valley. So yeah, give me Bradley as well. And this is kind of a gross thing, but I'll take the over as well too. I just think it's so low that it's worth a sprinkle as well too. But I like Bradley.
Yeah, Drake's going to drop this one, and then they get Evansville at home off of 3 losses. I think they absolutely pummel Evansville. That'll be the spot where they win by like 30, and we're like, this is the team that we got used to.
Yeah, I'm on Bradley. I think a piece that Drake was missing, especially in the Murray State game, was Isaiah Jackson. He was out for that game. He's their point guard. He doesn't score, but he's a glue guy for them. When I was watching him, here in KC when they were playing K-State, he doesn't score, doesn't really look to shoot. We didn't even guard him on the 3-point line because he didn't really shoot. But he just is very good defensively, very vocal leader, kind of a glue guy to keep that team together. So missing him, I think, really hurt against Murray State. So I'll be interested to see if he's going to be back for the Bradley game. The other thing is they had a freshman. I can't remember his name, but he had a putback dunk. I think he had like 12, 14 points. He also hit like a 40-footer when the shot clock was going down. But I would expect those freshmen that are role players that if Jackson's out, those freshman role players aren't going to be able to step up as big with it not being at home. It's going to be a Rockets road environment. So I like Bradley here.
You talking Isaiah Howard? He's the only freshman on this team.
Yep.
2 sophomores, but all right.
Yeah,
he had 13 yesterday. Yeah, I saw what did Clark say? Chad Missouri hurt. I watched that play. If he's actually hurt and is getting a hook and hold, he went up for a rebound. The Texas guy grabbed his arm and he tackled him to the ground. It's definitely going to be like an F1. We'll see what happens. He clearly hooked. Maybe they upgrade this to F2 because he clearly grabs him and flips him over. That looked gnarly. If Mazzara's out for a couple games, like I said earlier in the season, he's a huge X factor for that team. If he's going to miss some games, I think Auburn might drop a game or two without him because he does a lot for that team.
I like the way he plays. He's smooth lefty.
Yep. We'll see what happens with this. Yeah, it's going to be a flagrant for sure, Clark. Honestly, they might put this at an F2. He literally was looking forward when Mazzara was behind him, grabbed his arm, and they just tackled him. There was nowhere, no play on the ball, no nothing. We'll see how that ends. But so it sounds like triple lock on Drake here or Bradley tomorrow for us. St. Joe's at Duquesne. I really got no feel on this game. St. Joe's I can't get a feel on this team. They show up or they don't show up. I never really know where or when. Other than that Villanova spot and Texas Tech, there's really been no spot where I've been able to pinpoint this team. I've struggled with them.
Duquesne has gotten better. I want to bet St. Joe's, but like you said, I can't really get a feel on how they're going to come out and play.
Yeah. They beat St. Joe's at home last year by 10, lost on the road there by 2. So they played them pretty well last year.
I'll take St. Joe's. No bet.
Yeah.
I like St. Joe's.
You don't got a spread on it?
2.5.
2.5, 3. Yeah. Sounds good.
Also, North Carolina cover. Yes, going to cover. Missouri cover. Auburn. We'll see.
Well, this is called be huge. It's going to be a flagrant for sure. And they may be an F2, to be honest. That was not Trey Johnson did that too? Oh, isn't an F2 like an auto suspension for the next game?
Is it? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Wait, it was on Auburn?
No, it was on Texas. Oh, he's still in the game. So
why is Texas shooting free throws then? I missed that.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Oh, must have been a
Just
double.
turned the sound on. Maybe they did double flagrant. So now what? Auburn
plus 8 free throws. I hate seeing that stat before a free throw.
Did anybody?
Right,
I didn't hear anybody react.
We didn't talk about this, though. Florida was the easiest cover of all time. That was our favorite play of the day.
That was so easy. My only regret is I only won a unit and a half.
That was free.
So stupid. I should have put the whole bankroll on the fucking Gators.
I went 2 units instead of my 5 I did on Kentucky, but this one would have been a lot better for the 5 as well.
Yeah, imagine if you did a 5 on that, you'd be 2-0 and super maxes on Kentucky games.
In less than 72 hours, it'd be awesome.
You'd have a pulse on Kentucky's dick.
No, it wasn't even. It was a Florida-Tennessee game. What the fuck's that do with Kentucky?
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm wrong. I'm stupid.
You need to hit another joint.
I need to smoke, apparently.
Let's move on from St. Joe's Duquesne. Fuck Duquesne. That team pisses me off.
Yeah, I got no real feel on that one. All right. There we go. Mississippi State's up 10. Love to see it.
Another A-10 game. Rhode Island, George Washington. Do you have anything in that? Rhode Island's laying 5.5.
George Washington just smoked, pulled away late and smoked Dayton. I don't know if I want to back.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to be free. They never trailed that game.
I'll probably add Rhode Island to a money line piece. No bet for me.
Anyone have the spread?
5.5. I said 5.5.
5.5. Oh,
your listening ears on tonight. Jesus Christ, love you to death.
Dude, they're fucking off. I don't know. I'm not even. I'm looking at this shit. I'm not even like non-focused.
I know. Fuck me.
Rhode Island at home. Oh man, they're good.
I hate that.
George
I hate
Washington
that number.
is
That's why I'll do the money line. That's why I'll do the money line parlay.
Yeah, I hate that. I mean, although it's been hitting lately. There was the Kansas smoked UCF, and then Baylor smoked Cincy, both laying the 5.5. Maybe in conference play, that number shouldn't be as scary potentially, but
Rhode Island's pretty good. Defense is good. Refs taking over the fucking game in Austin.
Rhode Island beat George Washington at home last year by 23. Maybe a little bit of a revenge factor.
Yeah, I'm betting Rhode Island minus 5.5. I like it. I think it's a good spot to fade George Washington off the big 20-point win at home against Dayton. Rhode Island, they took care of business against George Mason. They're going to beat both Georges at home and then go on the road, and they'll probably lose.
Lose to Richmond, I could see that.
Yeah. Richmond or Loyola, one of those.
Loyola might be having their guys back too by then.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'll write Rhode Island.
I'm gonna keep them in a money line piece. No, I like your angle though. We got Arkansas, Ole Miss. Arkansas is laying 2.5, 3, 3.5, depending on what you see. God, I can't believe I'm taking Arkansas.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like this is everyone's out on Arkansas after the fucking Calipari comments, right?
Well, I mean, like that Max said, it wasn't too egregious for them not to have a shoot around, if that's what you're talking about.
I don't know. I'm different. Now that they're making $2 million fucking dollars, get your ass up and go do a shoot around. You play.
Well, like the making an excuse for sleeping and shit, that was ridiculous. But like, fucking get the fuck up. I mean, but
he could have said like we're getting treatment in or something. He didn't have to say that they're sleeping in.
I love this Ole Miss team, so it hurts me to fade them. They've been one of my favorite teams to bet this entire year. But I kind of like the spot for Arkansas. I'll take the 2.5. Jesus.
Yeah, and they're laying points.
Yeah.
Like if they were +1 or something at home, that might be different.
Yeah, I think this is a classic. It's this reminds me of the Ole Miss at Memphis game. Memphis was laying 1.5, 2, and Memphis ended up beating them by 16. I think it's a similar spot. Arkansas laying a short number. I think they're going to end up winning by double digits probably. I just don't. I think like Mississippi State, in terms of the Mississippi schools, Mississippi State, their defense is really good, so they can keep them in games on the road. Ole Miss, I just haven't been as impressed in that regard. And I think they'll do enough at home, and they might steal a few road games. But when you go in like Arkansas, talented SEC teams, I just think it's going to be hard to win on the road for them.
They did win at Louisville.
And I believe Louisville was full strength then.
Kicked their ass too, and people have been showing up to Louisville games, but no, I'm with you, Elliot. I think I hate this feels like me betting Xavier. I don't want to, but we will.
I think I'm going to settle with Ole Miss here. I don't like this Arkansas team. They haven't been good. They haven't been sharp. I mean, they beat Oakland. Congrats. All their wins. I mean, they did beat Michigan, but Michigan blew that game late. Beat Miami by 3. Congrats. Miami fucking sucks. Illinois rocked you by 13. Baylor beat you on a neutral. I don't know. They also have Florida on deck. That's a big game. Ole Miss has LSU. And I know Ole Miss hasn't looked great on the road other than that Louisville one. But I like Chris Beard to get up and get ready versus Calipari, who's just like, all right, fellas, someone go get a bucket.
Mikael Brown-Jones is out tomorrow.
They still have pieces. I mean, Padula's been great. Dre Davis. Jalen Murray's been a stud for a guard for them. They've been really good. But, yeah, you do have a point. Mikael Brown does hurt being out.
Yeah, not as much as I thought. I was just looking at his minutes. He only plays like 14 minutes a game. So
yeah, but he's still solid, but I see your point. All right, no miss. I think we got our first battle of the day.
Yeah, I was looking. Evasit.
What's going on, Lane?
I thought we were battling on UConn.
Oh, yeah. Well, potentially. If Dixon threes aren't plus money, I'm on Nova. Then we battle. If not, fucking Dixon can hit 5 threes and UConn could win for all I give a shit. Oh, now I have to do the parlay? Now I have to parlay Dixon and Nova?
No, I'm saying bet them both. Parlay them. Just bet them both.
True.
Or at least battle on the pick 'em.
Mississippi State tickets. Sorry, what was that?
Also, Auburn is so.
They blew it, dude. They fucking blew it. They were up 10 with 2 minutes left?
They've been up the entire game. But whatever.
Now we check the score of the Michigan UCLA game.
Now is one of those times where I want to like when I pick somebody like Auburn to cover and then like they're not going to cover, I just want them to blow it completely, and I want Texas to win.
Yeah.
Just to see the underdog win.
I can't root for Rodney Terry in Texas. Fucking hate Texas.
He's a clown.
Dude's a clown. Fucking woke pussy. Give me Auburn. I like Bruce Pearl too.
My favorite Rodney Terry moment was him yelling at UCF players. Hey, you don't do that. That's classless.
Yeah,
That's
that was
classless.
Oh,
win the fucking game and it won't happen.
Exactly.
Oh. These fucking coaches wearing these pussy ass quarter zips too.
I know. Bring back suits. Suits.
That's my shit.
You know what? Mike Woodson's a loser. At least he wears suits. At least he wears fucking suits.
At least he's respectable because he wears a suit. God.
He wears a fucking suit.
Speaking of that, though, Huffer, congrats on last undefeated team. Still.
1976, they can pop a bottle like the Dolphins always do. Dolphins always pop a bottle around week 7, week 8 because every undefeated team lost. Northern Iowa.
Murray State. Yep, you read it.
Northern Iowa was laying 5.5 against Murray State in Cedar Falls, Iowa, home of the Rob Donaldsons. McLeod Center in the UNI McLeod Center, whatever the hell it's called. Bunch of cornfields next to it. I got the Google Maps up of Cedar Falls. I'm looking at it right now.
Another 5.5 number for you, Huff.
I don't care. I think I'm going to take Iowa, Northern Iowa. Home off of a loss to Valparaiso. Murray State just went and beat Drake on the road. Now you got to hit the road immediately. Northern Iowa is a fucking tough place to play.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. I don't have to say anything else because that was my exact angle.
Great
So,
minds think alike, gentlemen.
yes, sir.
Auburn running a clinic of what not to do in your head. Yeah. This has been, every time I look up, all of a sudden they're down, like, they're up 8. Now they're up 4.
Dude, Auburn does this all the fucking time.
UCLA coming back.
I'm glad I laid off. Yeah. They're shooting free throws right now, too. So let's see. Hope it keeps rolling, but we'll see. Yeah, Northern Iowa. I'm gonna put a little star next to that one. I like that one tomorrow. I like that one. And Bradley. Wait, is Northern Iowa, Missouri Valley too? Or am I stupid?
Yeah,
they are Missouri.
Missouri Valley.
Get some decent Missouri Valley games tomorrow. All right. Hufford, take it over. The Trojans head into the Assembly Hall. What are we feeling?
Hoosiers +8 was nice. The tie was nice. I hate laying that many points with the Hoosiers, but I guess I will lay the 6. Was it 6.5, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has USC ever played here?
No. Probably. I mean, maybe back then. I probably not. I mean, not that I know. I don't know if it'll be that lit.
The Indiana's 2-2 versus USC. Last time they played was last time no. USC has never been to Assembly Hall. It was neutral, and then both in LA. Hey, congrats! You won you guys' first ever meeting, 42-39, 1937.
Who is Simon Scotched or Scott or whatever?
They own a bunch of fucking malls and shit. Stupid.
So they get to put that in front of Assembly Hall.
What'd you say?
They get to put that in front of Assembly Hall because they own a bunch of malls.
Yeah, they just
They're probably alum too.
They paid money and donated to have it happen. How normal arenas work when you have a name like that. Jersey Mike's pays the rack to have their arena be Jersey Mike's arena.
Yeah, the rack's taking a hit because they sold out.
I'll take the Hoosiers to cover, but I'm not going to end up betting this just because I want to enjoy it. I got offered tickets to go to this game, but I'm not going. I'm just not going. I just think USD, tough travel spot. I think they get up for this game, though. I do. Hoosiers, every time they're up 10 or 12, someone can text you in the group chat, good win for the Hoosiers. And I've seen it so many times. They're up 10, they're up 15. Sorry. Life's good. And then they go 0 for 8 in a row because Woodson decides he just wants to dribble out the clock off a lead instead of just keep playing their hammer ball and smash mouth. So
he's like, I know what to do. I've seen I've seen Bobby Knight do this all the time. Run 4 corners, boys. Let's get out of here.
This is USC's first true road game too.
Yeah, Indiana.
I think they get up
at Washington, but I'm not even counting that as the road. That was when Washington was shit.
I think USC gets up for this game. They play decent.
I don't know.
Beat off again with Illinois, but I'll take the Hoosiers to cover.
What did Danny Wolf and Vlad do to him? What's Ballo going to do? Especially is Renew going to play, or is he still hurt?
I'm not sure. I loved what I saw from Ball. Not having 2 bigs on the floor at the same time was kind of nice. So, yeah, I was even going to say Umar Ballo props, but it might be a little juice. So, I'll take the Hoosiers.
Yeah, I'm on Hoosiers too. You said it was 8 or 6?
6.5.
Here's 6.5. I'll take them. It's I think they get up for this game. USC may play a little tough, but Assembly Hall's got to take over. Are students back yet?
They should. I mean, I don't even know.
I can just Google it.
This question is always frustrating because at the same time, if class doesn't start, doesn't mean you have to come back to fucking go to class. You can come back and get ass instead
Good
of
point.
class.
There, good point.
But I know that at IU the sororities come back and rush a week early, so I think it's just the sororities there right now that are rushing right now.
Oh, there's gonna be a ton of scattered ass in the building, and these guys got a big national
They don't know.
title.
They-
IU by 15.
They don't know shit. They don't even know how to get.
Bunch of snow bunnies that they can all impress with a couple fast break dunks.
Hell yeah! It starts next Monday is when the 13th is when spring.
Yeah, you gotta
session
come back to
starts.
welcome week. I'm telling you this. I know the sororities rush this early. They come back a week early before other people do, but I mean, kids are gonna come back. You gotta come back the weekend before coming back. I mean, come on, you gotta come back and booze. Come back and booze.
Yeah.
Go Hoosiers. Doesn't matter.
Give me Indiana.
Students are fucking lame anyway. It's all those old heads that are stuck in the past that are loud as fuck and want to see they're back to their glory days anyway.
Well, I think tomorrow's one of those glory days. Give me IU. Also, New Mexico's opened this half up at a 12-0 run. They're down 2.
I love it. I love it.
I don't.
Come on, Sundance. Call it timeout. You should get these guys rolling. Just run it.
It's a
Run
good
fucking play, get some
Sundance.
points. Make your fucking free throws.
A tie would be nice. It'd really captivate the Sundance look there. But I get it with the plaid suit. Man, Wyoming is packed. Laramie is fucking jumping there, huh?
Yeah, it's not an empty seat in the house.
All right, let's keep going. What's next? Are you just going down the Ken Palm list?
Yeah.
You jumped a little bit.
Yeah, my bad. I think I skipped the.
You skipped a lot.
Oh shit! I did skip a lot. Oh my god.
Let's go. Alabama, South Carolina.
Alabama off a 30-point smoking.
Lane 10.5.
Let me find this. Carolina on the road too. South Carolina's played pretty tough at home. Beat Clemson. Yes, that was about it. They did okay. So you got Alabama off a 30-point fucking shellacking at home over Oklahoma, where I don't think they really missed. They put up 107. Now you head to South Carolina, who's off of a 35-point fucking ass whipping.
South Carolina kind of sucks. I'll take them to cover. I hate that bet, though. I'm not betting this.
It's not one of my favorites, but you're going to give me 10 with a team that's home off of an embarrassing loss, and you got an Alabama team that's feeling themselves after putting up 107 and just kicking the shit out of an undefeated team.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is Alabama didn't even shoot the three well. They were 9 for 29 against Oklahoma, and they still put up 107.
That's crazy.
That's freaking wild.
New Mexico has taken the lead.
Yes, they have. It's great.
Oh my god!
They
don't cover this.
Why do you think they don't cover? Wyoming can't score. None of these teams can score fucking points.
Here you got a 2-on-1. You got to score here. No, man, we go.
This State and Utah State tied 69-69.
Yep. Oh, what the hell? It's 67-69 on my screen.
Also, Colorado State. Thanks for the TC pregame show. I would never have bet that if I didn't take.
Yeah, I called it. I didn't bet it, but I called it. I was like, I'm catching 15.5 again.
I hit that shit as soon as we said that. I was like, I'm putting a unit on.
What was it?
Colorado State 14.5.
What'd they say about it?
Mac liked them. He took him on the money line.
Money line. I took Colorado. I like Colorado State.
Yeah,
this is a smash spot for them, and Fresno State fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Anyone like anything for East Carolina Temple?
East Carolina, man, that Sunday game, them motherfuckers, man.
Hey, they covered.
No, I pushed. I got 2. Dude, I fell asleep on Saturday night, and then Sundays I sleep until 10.
This offshore shit.
No. It was. I fell asleep Saturday night. And then Sundays, I always sleep in an extra hour because I'm like, you know what? I run in 5 hours every single day. So I'm going to take a little bit extra. I woke up and I was like, give me ECU. I'm fading my Owls. They looked dead. Then they looked like we were good. Then they couldn't make free throws. And then we fucking pushed. I was like, all of that for that. Are you fucking kidding me?
At least you didn't lose.
No, I mean,
Two.
at that Sunday was so bad. I was like, who gives a shit? A push or a loss? It was all the same bullshit at that point. But yeah, I mean, they should have won that game. They even got the rebound on that missed free throw late.
I know. What does that do? He got the rebound and then he kicks it out for the three. Just go up and tie it. You're at home.
Yeah, no, they should have. Yeah, Michigan is. What's the second half score in this game? It's got to be fucking like UCLA plus 15, 12 points.
Yeah, Michigan's
Gotta be
took
double
the lead
digit.
again.
What are you talking about? They're down to. God damn it! I'm sick of the streaming bullshit. I'm so sick of the streaming bullshit. I'm so far behind. I don't care for Temple. You never know what game they decide to point shave or cover for their alums. ECU. They just played tough against FAU, climbed out of that. I mean, Temple did just beat Wichita. They're 1-3 on the road. Lost at Boston College, LaSalle, Nova, and beat Hofstra.
I'll take ECU money line on the parlay piece, but I like the live bet angle better on that. 'Cause
I could see that. Yeah, I could easily see
ECU
ECU
will
falling
be,
behind early.
ECU will be plus money. Do not take them minus 160 on a parlay piece. They will be plus money in this game, 100%.
Yep. Appreciate it, Gretzky. 22-10 in the second half.
Jamal Mashburn props. Look at those two. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, I'm with you. It would be ECU or nothing. I don't like backing a team that's known point shavers.
I need UCLA money line to close out my night. Them and Baylor in the parlay piece. Oh, yeah, crazy comeback. All right. So we're kind of even-ish there.
What about
Pretty
Cashville
well.
at Longwood?
Which one? Who's Longwood playing?
Asheville.
Asheville. I mean, Asheville just put up 103 and 1 at High Point, 103.99. Then you hit the road immediately.
Yeah, give me Longwood. Simple.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's that line? Anybody see a line? I don't have one.
2.5.
Longwood laying 3.5 on DraftKings.
There's just no defense for UNC Asheville. I think Longwood will be able to force turnovers too and kind of be able to hang in there. And you're exactly right. UNC Asheville off their big win against High Point.
Yeah. What happened last year?
It's been kind of disappointing to start Big South play, but
although Asheville ended their Longwood ended their season last year, 85-59 in the Big South Conference. It may have been the championship game. I don't know. It was the third game of the tournament, so it was championship or semifinal. Longwood ended their season.
Yes.
Now they get a chance to revenge.
Yeah, I think it's a Longwood spot though. I feel like they'll trade home and home.
Yeah, I can see that. They smoke them when they come into Asheville.
Yeah, near the end of the season. I like anything below 5 in this game. I'd take it up to 5 probably. They shoot well from free throw percentage too, 75% as a team. So I like it probably anything 5 or below.
Yeah, Longwood doesn't turn the ball over either. Asheville doesn't either, but it could be a little sloggy spot. Asheville send them to the line a shit ton though.
Yeah,
but so does Asheville. There could be points in this game, man.
Yeah, but also that's another good thing. If they both send each other to the line, Asheville's only 68% from the free throw line, Longwood 75%. So that could be a plus 5-6 point differential right there, just based on if they both get 30 points from the free throw line.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, Longwood or nothing for me. I'm not going to write anything down. I won't be betting this game.
I'll tell you one game I'm going to bet and take the weirdest number possible. Give me UCF -5.5 against Colorado in the bounce house at home. I think it's a tough spot for Colorado. Colorado's going to be playing a little desperate here, so maybe we can get a better number live. But I think UCF comes out and wins after just an embarrassment showing against Kansas. They got to come back strong. Hopefully they get it done for their home program. Darius Johnson, Jordan Ivy Curry, got good transfers for UCF, and outside of Johnson, Jordan Ivy Curry, and I think they'll be able to control the tempo and run that backcourt. They just need to be able to shoot. Don't love Johnny Dawkins, but it seems like a UCF spot, although Colorado will be playing really, really desperate, losing 2 of the first 2 Big 12 games. But I kind of expect them to come home and win against West Virginia on Sunday.
I'm with you on UCF. You just got 50-pieced at home on national television. Yeah. You are going to fuck
you want to pick Colorado normally, but it's not how it works here. Yeah.
I don't like Colorado away from home.
Yeah, that's a tough spot for Colorado. They got to cross 2 time zones. That's a tough spot, west going to east. My biggest thing, the thing that I would look for Colorado-wise, so at one point in the game, KU was outscoring UCF in the paint 54-2 with about 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go. It was 54-2 in the paint. So one thing that I would say is if you're looking at props, you could look at Elijah Malone or Bang Doc on Colorado.
That dude's awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. He plays with a lot of energy. Elijah Malone's a really skilled big man. So if you were looking for anything prop wise, you could definitely play something. I would look at those 2. But I'm with you guys on the UCF play. I think it's a good spot for them. They're not going to drop 2 at home.
I know Colorado's desperate too, but UCF's got to be desperate to stick it to someone after they just got 50-pieced at home. Like, you didn't just lose by like 20. You got 50-pieced in embarrassing fashion.
Yeah, the next game can't come quick enough in that regard.
Nope. Yeah, I think they come out ready. They're going to come out maybe a first half play with UCF.
They also shot really like 20%, maybe even below from 3, and I don't think that's going to be a repeatable offense 2 straight games at home for them. It's one thing to do that on the road. It's another thing to do it twice, put up 2 stinker shooting performances at home.
Yeah, not going to happen. Here we go. I have which one do I want to do? We'll do this. Florida State heads to Miami.
Florida State, give me.
Do we dive back into the ATM or do we just lay off? I think Florida State just got no. Florida State won. Yeah, Miami's fucking shit, dude. Their one win since November 17th is Presbyterian.
Just keep fading Miami. Keep making money.
Yeah, it's like Green Bay. Anytime Green Bay and Miami play on the same day, you just got to do the ATM parlay and just fade them.
They got to get up for one game after their coach tragedy, right?
They have. They've been up 18 on Boston College, and then they were up, what, like 10 on Virginia Tech?
They didn't win the games, though.
I know, but how much more can you keep expending? Like, you're up these big, and you just blow these games.
That's a terrible way to lose, too, on an and one layup. You taking Miami, Hoover?
I'm not betting this game. What a stupid game to bet. I'd rather bet any other game on this board. I'd rather bet.
Says the guy who bet Syracuse money line tonight.
Well, see you at the window. See you at the window. I'm wearing orange or whatever.
Well, we could both be at the window tomorrow and we cash a Seminole ticket. Saudi Arabia State.
Yes.
Yeah, I just hate Miami, dude. I shouldn't say I hate them. They're just fucking dog shit. They're catching a ton of money too so far in DraftKings just because they're laying a point.
Yeah, the biggest thing
I don't care.
If Nigel Pack plays, I'm just gonna stay off of it completely. I'm going to wait to bet this. If he doesn't play, like I saw he wasn't playing against Virginia Tech, and then that's when I live bet Virginia Tech. I just wait to see if he's going to play or not. Because I think he's a big difference maker for them. He's just another guy that can make a lot of shots, good shot maker. He can be the difference maker. He almost single-handedly won that. What was that? Clemson game at home? Was it the Clemson game at home?
I got some Nigel Pack news for you. As of a day ago, out indefinitely. Isaiah Johnson Arigu transfers as UM prepares for FSU Wednesday. So he will not be playing.
Yeah, and that Johnson guy, he just entered the portal. I'm just like, see ya. Played 9 games. I'm gonna enter the portal.
Yeah, give me Florida State. All right.
That Holy Cross is
Florida State by 10. Miami's dog shit.
I mean, the other thing you can look at the over too. If you really didn't want to bet aside, because Miami's going to score points. Florida State, they can't really guard anything. I mean, you looked at the Virginia Tech score, 86-85 against that Virginia Tech team.
Yeah, they were up. I think they were up like 7 with like 3 minutes left in that game and blew it.
Yeah, not good.
What game you guys want to talk about next?
I got a spot in. I like Presbyterian on the road against USC Upstate.
All right.
I don't have a line. I'm waiting for the line to come out.
5.5.
5.5. Laying 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5.5.
Yeah, Presbyterian off of a loss to Gardner Webb. I think that they're pretty respectable in the Big South. I like the way they play. They've shown that they can win away from home. Upstate, on the other hand, they have only one D1 win, and it's against Western Carolina. Beat Western Carolina by 6. We've been auto-fading Western Carolina as well. I just haven't really been impressed with Western Carolina at all. I think Presbyterian can definitely win this by 2 possessions. So that's probably one of the games at 6 that not a lot of people will be on, but I'll probably be on that one.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
I don't like that. I don't mind that at all.
I mean, Upstate's a turnover machine. Presbyterian can force some turnovers too. And where you Upstate likes to score is the best. Presbyterian's best defense at the 3-point line. So I'm with it.
And it's fucking Upstate. Like,
Yeah.
And the other thing, Presbyterian's got a solid defense, and Presbyterian wants to, or Upstate wants to run their pace. They have a really high pace. But I just don't think that necessarily translates well against Presbyterian, who's going to want to slow it down.
I'll whip out another one for the 7 o'clock, and then I don't have too much left. I can throw out some picks if anyone's got anything else. But I took the over in Milwaukee IPFW. It just feels like an over spot. These games are always in the 80s, and I think both teams score 80 in this one. They both struggle to defend the 3. IPFW shoots well from the 3. Macedon's 265th in the nation. Panthers 145th defending the 3. So I like the over here, just on the 3 ball, getting them across the line. I expect a faster pace here in this game. Defensively, it's not the best pace, but IPFW is pretty inefficient on defense, and Milwaukee's kind of middle of the road. So I expect IPFW's offense to carry them there, while their defense will be giving Milwaukee some easy buckets for a team that doesn't normally shoot well. But they still can score in the 80s, 88 against IU Indy, 81 against Akron, 88 against Green Bay. It's nothing to be proud of. 79 against Cleveland State, but Cleveland State plays a ridiculous, one of the most slowest paces in the country. So yeah, and Milwaukee just only scored 64 against Detroit, lost against Oakland, so they got to be able to find their shot. And I think IPFW allows them to do that, and I'd rather take the points total than the full game spread.
Yeah, I don't hate it. The one thing I wonder about is the turnovers. Milwaukee is a great rebounding team, but um, Fort Wayne? Fort Wayne is they force a lot of turnovers. Milwaukee gives it away, but they're going to own
Great.
the glass.
Great. Then that means IPFW will put up more points off the turnover. I don't know what
No. I was my head. I was thinking spread. That's right. You're on the over. Yeah, that actually works out pretty fucking well in your favor then.
I
Yeah.
like
Transition buckets.
IPFW laying 3. It's a third straight road game for Milwaukee.
True.
So that's
Yeah, I might ride that over with you. I like that look.
Yeah, I like both of them. I like both the angles. I like the over angle, and I also like. I think IPFW wins by 5, 6, 7, maybe even more than that. I think maybe Milwaukee runs out of gas. It's their. I was looking.
Yeah.
It's their third road game in conference in like 7, 8 days.
Yeah. Yep, I'm with you. I'll take the over in IPFW if I had to choose a side. FAU heads to Charlotte. Charlotte's gonna want to muck this up, make it nasty. FAU, went to East Carolina, got the dub barely. They had tried to blow that game, couldn't do it. Charlotte's is in desperate need of a win. 3-point loss at Charleston. Tulane beat them by 15, and then Rice just beat them by 13. Back home, I think they might get up for this game. This is a big game. FAU coming in. Everybody gets up for FAU just because of their Final Four run in this conference. So they'll be up and ready for this game. I just what's the number on this?
6.5.
Charlotte's catching 6.5 at home. 156. That seems like a high total for a Charlotte game.
Charlotte's they're on my don't know bet list right now. But I don't want to bet.
Yeah.
I could see them covering this game, maybe.
That high total.
Dude, have you watched them? They're horrible.
Not in a minute.
I've watched them. They're horrible. I'll be right back.
True 5-point win at West Georgia. Georgia State beat by 14.
Last time I watched them, it was that double overtime game at Missouri against Murray State on the island. Stayed up till like freaking 3 a.m. watching their finish.
Oh, that's the last time I watched them. Yeah, that fucking game. Yeah. I know that 156 total implies to me that FAU is going to get their style of game here. FAU is going to force some turnovers, grab some rebounds.
Yeah, and when you look at it, I mean, you look at teams that play with a little bit of pace. I mean, Tulane 83-68. That's a 151. Charleston 84-81, 165. Murray State, obviously, without the overtimes, it was 71-71, so 142, a little slower, but I don't know. It seems a little high, though.
A little bit, but it also just kind of feels like they're telling you FAU is going to get what they want.
Yeah. I knew one of the big things was Charlotte gets a shit ton of points from the foul line. They always does FAU give up a lot on the foul line?
At the foul line, just had it up. There it is. Yeah, FAU. I mean, they're middle of the pack, little ahead of middle, towards not fouling, but
yeah.
I mean, where they give up. That's where Charlotte likes to go, though. I mean,
yeah, that'd be my only thing. If they were like horrendously bad or like bottom third in sending people to the foul line, I would probably choose Charlotte just because at home Charlotte and the fact that they go to the line all the time. But I'm just gonna probably stay away from this game. I don't have a feel either way, one way or the other.
Yeah, I would lay it with FAU, but I just also haven't been too thoroughly impressed. But like you said, Charlotte has been good. Like on the island, they were pretty bad. I mean, minus that Murray State game, which was crazy, but yeah, they've just been fairly bad. FAU or nothing for me. I got a potential smash spot. Dayton heads to UMass. Dayton off of like a 20-point loss at George Washington. UMass fucking blows.
UMass covers.
Dayton laying 9.5.
What? They are laying.
UMass is horrible. I'm gonna pick UMass plus 10, but fuck whatever 9.5. But fucking, I'm not betting that. I hate that team.
Yeah, I'm not betting this game.
3 points.
You don't think Dayton can fuck up UMass?
Obviously,
Obviously, Huffer doesn't, but
I do. I mean, I think Massachusetts is fucking horrible. I'm not. That's why I'm not betting this. I just told you I'm writing down UMass. I refuse to bet them, but I'll take UMass plus 9.5 because Dayton is just. They got another thing coming for them. Be ready.
what do you mean?
They ain't winning the A10.
Not winning the A10, huh?
Nope.
I mean, yeah, Bonaventure's good. VC, I don't know about VCU. I'm on the fence with them, but
Who's going to win the A10?
Not Dayton.
he's taking the field.
Dayton or the field?
All right.
I'm not betting.
on to the next
I
thing.
can't bet UMass. I can't bet Frank Martin.
It'd be Dayton or nothing for me personally.
I can't do it. Can't do it
I'm not.
again.
Betting. I'm not. You guys. I say UMass, and you guys act like I'm betting this. That's why I'm not betting.
No. I never said you were. I was just saying I would be Dayton or nothing for me. I'm just not sold on UMass. They've just been so bad.
The UMass is horrible. Yeah, I agree. Central Connecticut. Come on.
The real
Sucks.
good.
All right, what games you guys got on your radar?
For what?
Like the rest of the slate here.
The 7 o'clock slate. We got NC State laying 2.5 against Notre Dame. Ugh.
NC State's off of two. They're both off of back-to-back losses here.
Yeah, Notre Dame is way more competitive though.
Yeah, they're scrappy.
I'd rather bet Florida State than any of these games.
NC State also has North Carolina on deck at home.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Dad, I would like NC State if Notre Dame beat them tomorrow. I'd like them against North Carolina.
Yeah. Do you think you said NC State's laying 2.5?
Yeah,
2.
I'll take NC State. Shit.
I was hoping that was a little bit bigger number because I was wanting to bet Notre Dame, but I don't think I can. I can't get behind. I can't do it. Not a team that fouls the 3-point shooter.
That was
Betting. I'm not betting NC State. Taking NC State though. I don't love it. Marcus Burton's really good with Notre Dame when he's back. He's the reason makes me not want to. I'm going to circle this because I still have no fucking clue. But I might end up Benedicting on this, take Notre Dame or just NC State on the home spot coming back.
Was Burton's first game back against North Carolina?
Yeah. Dude, they were competitive. They should have won that game. Bad foul late.
yeah.
I'll take Notre Dame +2, but I'm not going to bet it.
Yeah, it would be Notre Dame for me. I'll write it down. I just think it's more of a look ahead for NC State to North Carolina than it is Notre Dame to Duke. There's really no affiliation there for the most part.
Yeah, I agree.
Fuck it, I'm gonna pick battle you, not bet it. But we'll pick battle it just like UIC Missouri State tonight.
Oh, I bet
Sounds good.
Missouri State. Don't get it twisted.
I'm just kidding.
I bet Missouri State.
That's
Also, cash San Jose State to 9.5.
they should be on the DNB.
They are.
I'm telling you, they are horrible. Missouri State.
I told you, Kwanzaa Martin. Last night I had a
Oh,
bad.
me?
I was
Oh, you
telling you. I said this is this. I had bet the spot. I did not want to bet it, but I thought they had to have that game, and now I can't bet them.
God, they're a mess. They're a fucking mess, dude.
So who won last year twice as dogs? Gardner Webb against Winthrop. If I'm correct, I gotta look this up real quick. Last year, Gardner Webb.
Yeah, Gardner Webb beat him twice.
Beat Winthrop twice. I think
Beat him
Winthrop.
home by 5 and on the road by 1.
I think Winthrop gets this game on the money line. I like their free throws and the short spread against it. Both of their defenses are pretty ass. Winthrop just got their shit rocked against Radford. I kind of like them on the road in this kind of rivalry against Gardner Webb.
Winthrop
like
very lot of turnovers forced too. That's about all they do really.
Yeah, they don't foul as much. They force steals, blocks, but Gardner Webb doesn't do too much either, and they don't force turnovers. I think Winthrop can get this on the spread at the line. I know you're taking away, the home team here, and Gardner Webb's got the momentum beating Presbyterian. But I watched that Gardner Webb team. They're not very impressive, and I saw Winthrop live against IU. I mean, IU doesn't just play. IU doesn't play in those games really hard, but which is a shame. But I kind of like Winthrop here. I think I'm going to bet this.
Gardner Webb is one of the worst teams in the country in turnovers. 15.3 turnovers a game.
I just bet this.
357th.
Winthrop is laying points too. That feels telling on the road.
Yeah, that's why I took the money line. I just bet the money line right now.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm with you. I'm going to ride Winthrop with you.
Winthrop is tied
No,
2 in free throw percentage.
We need one episode where we just battle. I just took Kentucky on the SGPN show today because I took Kentucky like I did Benedict it, but I was like, I'm just gonna take this too because fucking I haven't bet. I'm like, we were all like on the same plays. I was like, I got something else at the same point.
I mean, it went fairly well.
It did.
Yeah. Depending on this Wyoming, so long as this Wyoming comes through and Boise State's looking like they're going to come through, and I'll be up.
Boise State's just the last leg of this money line parlay. How's UCLA doing though?
They're down 10 again. They're done. 4.5 minutes, down 11. They're
Baylor.
They
money
just
line.
ran out of gas.
I got Baylor, Iowa, and Boise State money line, and then the Baylor UCLA money line parlay is cooked. All right, yeah, we'll bet Winthrop 1.5 money line minus 130 minus 140. Shop around. Anything else for the 7 o'clock slate?
I'm
not
looking
playing.
maybe Furman at the Citadel just to fuck them up, but
I don't
know
mind.
if I really want to get that nasty.
If you want to look at a fuck up spot, Wofford laying 14.5 against Western Carolina.
I was about to say that, but I don't know. I'm not betting. I'm definitely not putting money on Western Carolina. They're god awful.
Wofford has Furman on deck. Is this a spot where they just get right and just fuck them up, or they just kind of go through the motions and win by 8 or 9?
Yeah, that is tough. I would stay. I'm staying away.
Yeah, but I think UNC or Western Carolina is so bad that I don't even worry about the team itself. I think it's more so like Western Carolina is so bad. But yeah. I'm not laying 14. I'm not laying 14 with Wofford. No bet.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I laid 14.5, or what I lay with Sanford on the road against them the other night,
12.5.
If I laid 12.5 with Sanford, I could probably lay 14.5 again with Wofford. But that is a good point with Furman on deck.
It's a way better team than Wofford. Maybe not all around, but offensively at least. But
I'll stay away.
Don't let me talk you off it. You felt it.
No. Trevor talked me off of it by just pointing out a good point that Furman was on deck for Wofford. I feel like Wofford could go up, be up 18, 20 points, and then kind of take their foot off the gas because they're going to be focused on Furman, and Western Carolina comes back and loses by 13.
Yep.
So
Wyoming's down 7.
Yeah, they are. Sorry. Last bet of the night, damn near, other than UCLA, I guess.
well,
Come on, we got to score some buckets, Wyoming.
that's going to turn my night into just a flat even, basically.
Little juiced out day. Boston American, take the under.
Yeah, that game's going to be disgusting.
Do you guys got anything in High Point -8.5 against Charleston Southern? I don't love this High Point team, but Charleston Southern's kind of like a Western Carolina. They're fucking horrible.
Yeah, they're just random spots where they're feisty, but for the most part, they're just dog shit. High Point off a loss.
Charleston Southern against Gardner Webb. We were on that.
Yeah, Charleston Southern also was feisty against Longwood, too.
High Point off the loss, though.
Yeah,
Ow.
nobody goes to those games, the Charleston Southern games.
I
There's nobody in that freaking arena.
wrote down High Point, but no bet. I like Winthrop better.
Yeah, I like that Winthrop look. But to be honest, you probably can't go wrong betting Wofford or Furman against Citadel or Western Carolina. But just spots, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
What about
Here we
High
go.
Point?
We High Point. I think they just put up 99 loss to give up 102. I think they probably play with a more defensive focused game, and they should be able to win. I mean, Charleston Southern. I mean, congrats. Their wins are Gardner Webb, Tennessee Martin, 2 D2 teams, and then a bad Miami team they beat.
Mm-hmm.
It would be High Point or nothing for me. I think they're kind of getting it figured out a little bit. Lost to a good Norfolk State team and a good Asheville team. Put it on Radford.
Could be a High Point team total spot.
Yeah, I feel like they're just playing slower this year.
Yeah, they are. If they're not hitting their shots, that's when they're less efficient. They're just whatever.
Yeah, it'd be High Point or nothing for me personally.
Colgate's laying 4 against Lehigh. No bet. Let's move on to 7:30.
Hold up, we got to. Oh yeah, 7:30. Well, we got. Oh yeah, what's your 7:30? Oh, Belmont.
Fucking Belmont again.
Fuck that team. They got to cover eventually, man.
They're laying 11.
I hate this. They don't have the killer instinct to close.
So now what they're going to do is they're going to go up 12 and then let them go to 8 instead of they're going to go up 7 to 8 and then back to 4. It's going to be they're going to go up 13 back to 9.
Yeah, if we
Southern
don't.
Illinois is really bad. They're really bad.
They are bad. They are bad. This isn't. This ain't your dad's Southern Illinois team.
Scott Nagy, love him, but his team sucks. They can't shoot or shit.
I know. They kind of at the beginning of the year, I was kind of like, oh, they might not be too bad, and they've just slowly started to not just get worse and worse.
Yeah, against Charleston when there was literally no defense in that early game, but they have a couple transfers, but Scott Nagy, I don't think he knows how to work these guys really well. None of them came from Wright State.
Yeah, it's not his team right now. It's just
Not
not
his
their year.
team. It just feels like, oh God, I can't believe I want to bet Belmont again.
So sick of Belmont. What about Belmont first half?
I'm not
We
betting.
don't have to worry about them closing.
I'm not doing it.
If we don't bet them, they're going to win by 15. If we bet them, they win by 9.
Okay, well then I won't bet them. You bet them, and we'll see what happens.
I don't even know if I want to hop in bed with them again. God. This team is they've stolen so much. Like, I think I've lost 3 straight on them just because they can't close games.
Yep. But you're right.
Belmont or nothing, but
I kind of like the. This sounds scary, but I kind of like the under as well.
yeah, because Southern Illinois is going to put up 50 points.
But Southern Illinois kind of holds teams to scoring less too. But Belmont could score fucking 90 in that gym. They do it all the time.
85-54, Illinois State
What's
beat them last game.
what about an alternate angle here? Belmont team total.
I'll hate it.
What's the team total?
Foul.
No, play it out, boys. Come on, have some class. We can
Play
still
it
do
out.
this under.
5-point game.
We can still do. Yeah, get a stop. Get us board. Here we go. All right, now we get a bucket. We get a bucket, boys. Come
How
on.
How far back are you?
45 seconds.
Oh my god.
What are you?
35 seconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, play it out, boys. Play it out. Oh, ticky-tack bullshit, ref. Come on. Check his FanDuel account.
Yes.
God damn.
One more free throw, Donovan. One more free throw.
What do you have? 6.5 or 7?
6.
You have 6.5? All right, 7.
Yeah,
You're in the game on 7. I have
7.
7.5.
I've got 7. So
I
I'll
took
push.
6.5 out of spite against you guys last night just to be a villain. I like just being the villain sometimes a little bit.
That'd be the perfect 7 would be the perfect number because you would
Yeah,
win. Trevor would
Miss
win.
no foul. Miss no foul. Oh my god. Talk about bullshit. Brovacane. That guy's a douche. Sick last name, Brovacane. All right. I wrote down Belmont. Can't bet them. Let's go to the 8 Eastern slate. So I got fucking Valpo, Indiana State.
Valpo,
like
Indiana
Valpo.
State. Inner city or interstate rivalry here. Indiana State, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of getting it rolling a little bit, aren't they?
They both are kind of.
Valpo just
Yeah,
off a
1
big
point loss to
win.
Bradley. Oh, that brutal Ohio State game. Ugh.
Valpo just beat Northern Iowa.
They did.
Valpo's good.
Yeah, low key.
I like Valpo in this spot. Back-to-back road games for Indiana State. I think Valpo can get it done at home.
They're doing the Indiana tour. It looks like. Oh yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll go Valpo. I like Valpo. Beacons bullshit. Whatever the hell.
Yeah, that is some bullshit. I will say.
The Beacons.
The
Can't be called the Crusaders.
Yeah.
No defense.
Yeah, I
in this
think-
game. Don't be afraid to take that over. Watch the live totals for that one.
Yeah, Indiana State just like optional.
Yeah. That total, damn, 163.
Make it.
Since I'm 10 seconds, 15 seconds behind, I got to mute you so I don't get a spoiler here.
I won't say anything.
Anyway, yeah, I'm with you guys, Valpo. Are we squad riding Valpo here?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
Bonnie's at St. Louis. 8 o'clock. Well, 8:10. I think this is who Huff thinks is going to win the A10 is the Bonnies here.
I didn't say anything. I said Dayton's not winning the A10. I'll take the Bonnies 2.5. Horrible spot. They lose this game. I don't know. I'm on the
fall.
fence.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what do you mean they're going to have to foul, unfortunately?
Just give up. The game's over. 23 seconds. Just stop. 7. Everyone goes home happy. God damn it.
No 3. No, oh, my. Here it comes. Oh, my God.
Mute.
No 3. There's nothing going on. It's 23 seconds left. But if there's a 3 and no foul, I'm fucking going to bed. Just kidding.
It's a lane violation. What are we doing, ref? There we go. Oh, wait, that's 8 points. Fuck.
No. Dude, that's a horrible.
I've got it muted. Sorry, fellas.
That's a horrible loss, man. Fuck. Just kidding. Lobos, fuck yeah!
You fucking bozo. Airball at 3. What a bitch. What a fucking bitch. Can we get a turnover here?
No.
Oh,
Yes,
now we're gonna
yes.
stop fouling? Go fuck yourselves.
I touch God. You want to slice of heaven, bitch? Dude,
God damn it, Wyoming. You fucking cum guzzlers. Oh my god.
How did I lose that bet?
Dude, they covered all but fucking 10 seconds of that game.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Lobos.
Oh.
Good end of the night after a okay start, mediocre.
Hey, that's a 5-4 night instead of a 5-3. Go fuck yourselves.
I think I'm literally
Power.
I think I'm
Dick
5 and
riding
5, and
power.
I'm literally up like $15 because of my money line parlays.
The money line parlay saved me, but I did lose another. I lost 2, went 1-1 on the money line parlays. But we're gonna be sitting here 9-6. It's not bad.
Hey, profit is profit.
So yeah, I was gonna be
Oh.
8-7 with that loss. So, but they didn't lose. I'm gonna be a douche. All right, St. Bonaventure plus 2.5 against St. Louis.
Is DeSante Bowen playing or not?
Call them.
What's his number?
Let's call them.
Dude, St. Louis is laying points for a reason. Bonaventure's going to catch an L here.
I know.
St. Louis is looking good.
8 wins in a row for St. Bonaventure too.
And now you're catching points.
It's gross.
Yep, laying the 3.
Yeah, that is gross. This is the real slew, by the way, also.
The real slew.
The real slew. I'll battle you guys, but I agree. Or at least you, Trevor. I will battle you and take Bonnie's plus 2.5. But I have to agree with you. I don't like the St. Louis team. They are coming together. Isaiah Swope, such a dog. And then when Gibson Jimerson's hitting his fucking threes, it's always a stab in the throat.
Those 3 guys average 18, all 3, plus Avila. Those 3, 3-headed monster.
Yeah, hopefully St. Bonaventure's defense can realize that. But even the games that St. Louis lost, I know they lost by 17 against San Francisco, but that was their loss, their last bad loss. Illinois State, they lost by 5. 4. Wofford 3. Grand Canyon 1. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you're right. I mean, this team's playing a lot better. I think it's telling it's 2.5. And this place does kind of get up for these games that more than you'd expect.
Yeah.
I'm just talking.
Avila is also getting healthier. He rolled that ankle. He returned. But that ankle is going to be limiting a little bit for, a substantial amount of time. It's going to take, 2-3 weeks after he returns to kind of get back into the full swing of things. He's a big dude to begin with. So just him even getting back in shape, playing shape, it takes a little bit of time too. So I think he's starting to, get back to where he was before that ankle injury. So I think that's why you're also seeing St. Louis kind of come together a little bit more too, because they're also, they've had him on the floor a lot more than they were really missing him when he wasn't there.
Yeah, I agree. St. Louis for me. I'm going to bet this one. St. Louis with the 3.
All right, I'm battling.
All right, let's do it.
Even though I kind of agree with you guys, but honestly, kind of like
Viewers
that.
don't like me. He's just like, well, fucking Trevor's betting. I'm betting the other fucking side.
I kind of like that. I've agreed with you on so much tonight. What are you talking about?
You just
We agreed on almost every play on this show or pregame show too. But I just I like randomly battling on these stupid games.
he did just beat us in a lock battle.
That was bullshit. We covered 39 minutes and 48
And
seconds
Missouri
of that
State.
fucking game.
Staking Missouri State, they're dick.
Yeah, you can't even tout that one because you didn't even bet UIC.
Yeah, I know, but still, you guys, I told you.
But yes, you are correct.
I
All
wish I
right,
did.
so-
At UIC, I'd be fucking 10-7. Life would be great. I'd be a full NFL regular season today, and my 9-7 today is gonna get me into the wild card. So.
Yeah. You'd be feeling like a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah, Jerome Bettis. All right, what else we got?
The end 8 on is a banger. Butler or Providence. Do we just fade Butler again? Providence just I don't know, they did just play Connecticut, but Butler fucking sucks, man.
I need to know if Hopkins is playing for me to bet this. Honestly,
Even without Hopkins, they played UConn hot on the road. I think at the dunk they're gonna get. I think they'll be fine. I hate Butler. I can't bet this game. Whenever I bet a Butler game, I get fucking railroaded. So I'm out.
Butler hasn't won since December 3rd.
Yeah, they're ass.
I know. And Providence is freaking. They haven't won at home since BYU.
It'd be Providence or nothing, but I'm laying off just because I can't win a Butler game.
And that was a similar spot. They were laying, or BYU was laying points at the rack, or not at the rack, at the dunk.
Yeah, fuck Butler. They're private school pussies, bunch of fucking rich ass pharmacists. They never. Butler kids never known a hard day in their fucking life if it hit them in the fucking face and killed all their family members too. So, I'm gonna take Providence here. Don't love it, but I'll take Providence. I actually might end up betting this.
I wish you luck. Butler can rot in hell. Texas A&M at Oklahoma. We got A&M off the 20-point win. Oklahoma off of the Alabama shellacking. Does the wheels kind of fall off a little bit here for Oklahoma?
I actually bet Oklahoma. This is one where I actually like the spot here just due to Texas A&M off their big win. A&M hasn't lost in since November 26th, Thanksgiving, damn near for in that Oregon game, and they were competitive somewhat. Oregon was pretty much in control of that entire game, but then A&M came back, made it super competitive, and then they got blown out. But off a 20-point win. I like Buzz as a dog, as people say, but I think I don't like him laying points on the road. I like him more as a dog, so I'll take Oklahoma on the +2.5 at home.
Wade Taylor's out, so give me Oklahoma.
He's out for sure.
Yep.
They might be better without him.
Taylor is listed.
Yeah, he only played 25 minutes in that Texas game.
Taylor is listed out for this matchup against the Sooners. Taylor will miss the upcoming matchup, marking his second in the last 4 games. The senior guard will aim to be available for Saturday's meeting with Alabama. I think it's a groin.
Yeah, so they're not even worried about this fucking game. They're looking ahead to Alabama. I'll take Oklahoma, and I made a mistake. They're laying 1.5, not +1.5.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Oklahoma. That's
That's
one of my favorite plays, I think. The only other true road game that Texas A&M has played was the first game of the season at the Bounce House, UCF, and they lost. So this will be their second true road game.
Hey, we gotta bet this now. I bet it. I just bet it.
Yeah,
I'm betting it now because it's going to be 3-4 tomorrow, just like Florida.
Yep, and
I
also
see -1. I see 1.5 -105. So
yeah,
I'm hoping that it's going to go down to 1. Because the juice is on A&M right now. I'll lay 110 if it goes down there, but it's -105 on the 1.5.
Yeah,
for
the
me.
Wade
So I'm
Taylor
going to hope
news,
it goes down to 1.
the Wade Taylor news was about an hour and a half ago. So once people kind of, I think, catch
I see one on Caesars and Bet365. Just a shame that Wisconsin's only
I
one.
could go up to the fucking Indian casino and maybe catch a one.
They allow drunk. They'll be like horrible lines there. I'm just kidding.
Oh, they're terrible. I guarantee they are. I've never bet there. I
That
actually went
casino-
there once. And
casino in Milwaukee is fucking horrible. I fucking hate that casino in Milwaukee.
Potawatomi?
I would literally punch that fucking building in the face. I fucking hate that building. I hate all the pit bosses. Stop drinking at 1 a.m. What the fuck? I thought this is Wisconsin. Milwaukee, that's some
You got
bullshit.
told to stop drinking?
No, not just me. No, like they stopped serving alcohol at that casino at like 2 a.m.
What?
1 a.m. And we didn't get there after a wedding till like late night. And we got there like, let's drink more. And there's no, we stopped serving booze at 1 o'clock, 2
It's not
o'clock.
even bar close.
It's ridiculous.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Trevor's like, you should be able to drive home from wasted.
They can let you drive. They let you
Here's your
drive
keys,
home.
sir. Yeah.
Yeah. The cop pulled me over, but he was wasted. He's like, all right, Joe, give me your car keys, and then you take my car keys. That way we're safe. Get home.
Exactly.
We got Vatek at Stanford. I'm not even interested in that
Best
game.
game on the slate here.
All right, take it over. What you got?
I was fucking with you, but Stanford beats him by 15, but I'm not laying points to Stanford.
I was about to say Stanford smash.
All right, you in on it?
Virginia Tech off of the fucking miracle win, and now they got to go
And travel across country. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
a 9
Stanford or
o'clock.
nothing. I'm out.
It's a 9 o'clock start for Virginia Tech.
I just wrote Stanford down. They kind of suck.
No, they do. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably not betting them, but if anything, I would take Stanford.
Yeah, I'm out. Stanford or nothing. Arizona State heads to the Fog. Is this a game where Kansas just fucks them up because the last time they had a home game, they fucking lost outright?
13.5. That's what I'm seeing.
I mean, Arizona State lost to Gonzaga by 8, third game of the year. Lost at BYU by 20, then followed it up with a home win against Colorado by 20. Now they hit the Fog. Dickinson versus Quaintance is going to be a fun matchup to watch.
Yeah, and Flory Badunga. Flory is playing really well for KU right now.
Yeah, I think Kansas fucks them up.
I do too.
Their last game, they just lost at home.
I know. To West Virginia, to like a 6-man West Virginia squad, who I
Yeah.
felt for yet again tonight. Fucking idiot.
This Kansas team's kind of bullshit, aren't they?
They're very bullshit.
Everyone just stands around, watches the ball. No heart.
Hey, Janai Broom had 3 blocks. Dix had 6 3-pointers. Bang. Or he had 3, whatever. 2 of them?
I did not hit I hit one of them. I think Kaluma's rebounds hit. Let me see. But I did not hit Chaz points. Fucking anyone named Chaz should never take.
But yeah, I'm writing down Kansas. I may bet this. I think it's 13.5 for a reason. I think they'd fucking dog walk them.
Yep. Kaluma rebounds hit. So 1-on-1 on those.
3 out of 4. You hit your flex play if you played ours.
There you go. All right, so you get that. You get the flex play. There you go. Yep. I'll take Arizona State. No bet.
Of course you are.
Fade in the fall. Interesting.
Fair. South Dakota State heads to St. Thomas. The Tommies Tommy's been hot.
That's a
Tommy's
hell of
been
a game.
hot. Yes, it is.
This is going to be on my main TV.
The best game on the slate, easily.
I just don't see how we don't take the like Tommy. Fucking god damn it! Lost my pen. Tommy's team total or something. I mean,
I was thinking over in general.
yeah, I can see that.
I think both teams score in the 80s. I mean, both teams are kind of just average defensive teams. Both teams, score it pretty well.
Yeah, nobody plays defense for the most part.
South Dakota, South Dakota State, they don't really shoot the ball really well, but they fucking rebound the ball. Offensive
South
rebound.
Dakota State beat them twice last year.
This might be
Little
another.
revenge.
This might be another little short Tommy Moneyline parlay piece, but I could definitely don't mind the 3.5 either. They're good. Both
Who do you
teams are
like?
good shooting team.
I like St. Thomas here. I normally take South Dakota State always in these games just because South Dakota State's normally the team to take in these Summit League games. But these St. Thomas teams kind of came out of the woodshed a little bit after a rough start. Only thing that scares me is that South Dakota State's got the height advantage. They're gonna eat the fucking glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscar Clough, look at his props, whatever his points, rebounds. I mean, he had 30 points, 19 rebounds against Denver last time out, averaging 18 and 12.
But also that might favor, St. Thomas being able to get below them and staying in the backcourt and banging some threes out on them.
Oh, for sure, 100%. I think they both can score because
riding the Tommies?
What?
Are we squad riding the Tommies?
I will do it. What I also am going to do is probably hit the over.
I was gonna say, I kind of like that over
because I'll give you a couple reasons. Both teams are in the top 50 in free throw percentage. One team has an inside presence, is going to be able to get points on the inside. South Dakota State. The other team is going to be able to shoot well from 3-point range. So it's not really like they're not negating each other. Their strengths aren't negating each other's strengths. So I think that they both can take advantage of each other. So I like the over.
I'm not going to argue any of those reasons. I like points too. But St. Thomas at home's a wagon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on it. I'm down to ride St. Thomas, especially because you said they lost both games last year. So I think that in and of itself is a good. And the St. Thomas team, they're going to be returning players who remember that. South Dakota State, they've got a bunch of freshmen. They're not going to know about that. But I think that favors the Tommies because they're going to come a little bit with an extra edge.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me fuck it. I'll take that. I just can't get over the rebounding advantage. They got to hit all their shots.
So they normally do.
Yeah, true. I'm going to play the over.
I'm going to play both. This will be, since it's on the main TV, I'll just double trouble. I'll play two in this game because I'll be watching the whole game. So might as well have a couple bets. Maybe even look at Oscar Clough's props because I think.
Yeah, I like that look too.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Why are you so quiet? You were all on the Tommies and now you just got quiet.
No, I mean, I just asked. I was like, are we squad riding the Tommies?
I'm down.
I was just listening to you guys on the over.
Are you guys going to twist my arm and make me ride the Tommies with you?
I'll ride the Tommies with you, Huff.
Come back to me. Come back to me. I'm gonna bet one way or another in this game.
Yeah, it's either that or the over, but South Dakota State's defense is fucking atrocious. So is St. Thomas.
Turnover too. They turn it over a lot.
Yeah, both. And Tommy's decent at creating steals.
But South Dakota State does defend the three pretty well. That's all they do. Tommies. So. Oh fuck! I'm gonna take the Tommies. I'm worried about South Dakota State scoring points. To be honest with you, that's my angle on it. But I like you guys. You swayed me towards it at least. I don't think South Dakota State scores as much as we expect them to score. It'll be an 80-something point game though.
Yeah. It's got like low 80s written all over it, in my opinion. I mean, South Dakota State inside and just Tommy's at the Shoenecker are just a different animal. Like if this was in South Dakota State, I'd be on them, but on South Dakota. But
South Dakota State
it's size
probably
advantage.
they're probably favored in Brookings for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I still think it's bullshit that they can't even go to the tournament. Tommy's.
Yeah.
I thought their band's up.
I think this is the last year.
That's so stupid.
I'm gonna look it up right now while we're talking the rest of the games.
Penn State at Illinois. I mean,
Wait, they don't have eligibility until 2026, 2027.
so that's two more. That's another season after this.
Next year.
But are they allowed to do the NIT and CBI and shit?
Probably just because the NCAA is like, oh fuck, you're not going to our tournament. You can go play these bogus ass fucking tournaments. So
I just don't understand how it's a 5-year waiting period.
Is the NCAA is corrupt?
They're not NIT eligible.
Garbage.
It makes no sense for me because if you're coming, I could see it if you're going from a D1 to a D2, why you would have a ban. Because you would be technically could be possibly better. But if you're going up from a D2 to a D1, there's no advantage for you going up, like moving upwards. So why is there a ban at all?
Yeah.
Makes
the
no
NCAA
sense.
is fucked. Hey, congrats on that Boise cover, Lane. I wish I low-key kind of forgot about that game.
Hell yeah.
San Jose, UCLA, and Wyoming in the night slate.
I was on Boise, just money line parlay, Boise and Iowa. So that
There you go.
capped my night off.
There you go. Penn State, Illinois, fellas. Illinois at home. Do we like their team total? And they put up points at home. Penn State, not really a defensive-oriented team here.
I agree, Mac. I thought it was going to be. You said Bellarmine's was 2 years.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Bellarmine. That year,
Yeah,
they
what
won it,
about
didn't they? That year,
When's Merrimack's
Merrimack.
When's Merrimack's eligibility? Is it because St. Thomas was D3 or what? That's so stupid.
Yeah,
Because Merrimack, they got screwed 2 years ago.
Yep.
But they were.
That's when FDU went and beat Purdue.
Yeah, they don't beat Purdue.
they're
Well,
eligible.
FDU had no business beating Purdue either.
They're eligible for this year.
They can? Okay.
Yeah.
Merrimack looks good this year too.
I think they make the tournament this year.
So Division 2 to Division 1 is 4-year transition. Division 3 to Division 1 is a 5-year transition.
So that's why St. Thomas is 5 years.
That's why St. Thomas has an extra year. I didn't even realize that you had an extra year for D3. That's why I thought they were going to be eligible next year. But
That's the dumbest shit ever.
that's so
Oh,
stupid.
congratulations on jumping up 2 divisions. You won your conference. Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. Just like that's what happened to Bellarmine. Remember when they won and what? Who? Jacksonville State, I think, got in. No, it was Yeah, it was Jacksonville State, I think. Ended up getting in because Bellarmine won the conference tournament. And so then Jacksonville State had to go because
they've been dick since, too, Bellarmine. They've been dick. What, Trevor, what are you taking on this Illinois game?
Kind of like Illinois' team total.
Okay. I kind of like Illinois spread, so maybe we can talk to each other and figure out what the play is.
Yeah. What's the spread? I'm trying to find it here. Oh,
10,
2.5, 9.5. It's a hefty number in conference. I mean, look at what Penn State does. Like Indiana 77, they gave up 80 to Northwestern. Penn and Drexel, Coppin, I'm not even going to bother with those. Rutgers, they gave up 80.
The team total is probably going to be like 88.
Yeah, it's probably.
Which, I mean, still probably.
I mean, they put up 81, 109, 117, 80, 86.
Do you worry at all that they have a little bit of kind of some jet lag after that trip out west?
Potentially, but they've been back for 2 days at least.
Yeah.
These kids are resilient.
That's true. They're staying up regardless.
Penn State loses this game, comes back at home and beats Oregon on Sunday. I think I'm going to take Illinois. I like your team total angle. I'm going to write Illinois. Circle with team total and 9.5. Kind of like the 9.5 more, but you're talking me into this team total angle. I just got to see what the number is. I don't think it's out yet.
86.5.
It's 86.
86.5 minus 120. Juice to the 86.5.
I like that 80. I think they can get 87. I mean, both play fast. Penn State's defense, nothing to write home about. Illinois' back home. State Farm Arena gets jumping. I mean, they can put up points.
Yeah, I could see them getting 90. They average 87.6.
Or they could just absolutely fuck them up and just kind of slow down the game later.
Yeah.
But they don't really feel like that kind of team to do that. I mean, they look at Oregon. They put up 109. They didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
That could have also been like a welcome to the Big Ten game. What were these scores last year?
90 to 89.
Yeah.
Was their previous matchup.
Penn State beat them, too. That was Penn State.
Penn State. Oh, they didn't play them at home last year. Put up 81 the year prior on the road. When's the last time they played Penn State at home? My God.
When's the last time they played Penn State at home? My God. I love that.
Oh, here we go. December 10th, 74-59 in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
This Illinois team's on like a different level, man. They're just very efficient.
That and they play a lot faster than that.
Both play fast too. It should be plenty of.
I mean, literally, they're tied in pace with each other. They play the same speed, same tempo. So they're gonna love. I mean, it's gonna be like a well-oiled machine. They're just gonna love the pace that they play. Both teams.
Yeah. Illinois plays a lot of rim or three ball too. Penn State gives up a lot of threes. I mean, they're allowing teams to shoot 32.5 in the season, but in conference, 35.2. In conference, also 38.9. It's almost a 40% three-point attempt rate. That's exactly how Illinois likes to play.
Yeah, and they're good on the offensive boards, and Penn State isn't really a good rebounding team. So I do like that team total as well.
Yeah.
But I also like the spread too.
This is what it comes down to: is if they're fucking them up, do they coast?
Yeah.
And if they're fucking them up, then the 9.5 is going to be nice. And then the team total is going to be a bitch.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take Illinois, deciding between the 9.5 your team total. I just feel like I like the 9.5 a little better though, just because I think they fucked them up. Penn State, they didn't shoot well against IU. That's the one thing that scares me. They didn't shoot well against IU. Maybe they come out and shoot a little better at Illinois, so that could propel the team total. Since we like Illinois in the spot.
Yeah, I think Gundam might have to take team total over the 9.5. This feels like a spot where maybe people are buying Illinois a little too high. This is conference play after all. And Penn State has played really well. Mike Rhodes was 2-0 against them last year. Or beat them last year, I mean.
Yeah.
With that shitty team, and now he's got a much better team. So I think maybe Penn State keeps it close and we get buckets back and forth.
All right. I love it.
Yeah, one of those two. I'm not sure which one, but I'll fire on one of them. Illinois is the spot, though, I think.
Yeah. And here, it's kind of a nasty game. Air Force heads to San Diego State, second to the last game of the night. Maybe an Air Force team total under. First half, San Diego State or something. How's Air Force going to score? They put up 59 at Boise. Northern Colorado, they put up 76. That was a big one. Otherwise, 60, 57, 69 at Cal. I mean, they play better teams. They just suck. They've eclipsed 65 once since November 21st.
And that was last game.
Yeah. Otherwise, last game, Wyoming 65, Northern Colorado 76, December 16th. Otherwise, it's been about upper 50s, 48, 61, 57, 60, 61, 59, 58.
Team
They
total
struggle to score.
54.5.
San Diego State does have New Mexico on the road on deck. But Air Force is just fucking terrible. Ethan Taylor's their only good player. And he hasn't even been that good this year.
Ethan Taylor.
And by good, I mean for Air Force standards, he's pretty good.
Ethan Taylor. It's such a... he's a serviceman, soon to be. I'm not going to make fun of him. Good for Ethan Taylor.
At some point.
Yeah, good. Good for you, Ethan Taylor. But such a white person name.
Big time. My play here would be San Diego State first half or Air Force team total under.
I'll take you on that. I'm not betting this though.
We'll see how I'm feeling at night. It's 50. Air Force team total 54.5.
Yep.
One thing I'm probably gonna take though, and we skipped over it, is North Texas against Rice off the bounce back. 10.5, 11. What do you think on that? Is that too many points?
That's tough.
It's a lot of points for North Texas is my only thing. I think North Texas wins for sure, handily, but that's a lot of points.
Here, North Texas forces a shit ton of turnovers. Rice gives it away, but Rice gets to the line a lot, and North Texas with their aggressive defense fouls. So if the refs are going to give them the home whistle and let them play physical, I think it's GG's for fucking Rice. But if the refs are going to call fouls, I think Rice can hang in at the free throw line with such a big spread. But they turn it over a shit ton. Like that actually kind of plays hand in hand. If they're forcing turnovers and playing aggressive, they're not going to send Rice to the free throw line, and it's going to be a North Texas route. If refs are calling it tight, not letting them play, it's Rice should probably hang in. Just because how slow it'll be played too.
I could see this being a 20-point game.
I can see that too.
Rice.
Whistle.
I wonder what Rice's team total is. Talking about the Air Force one, but
56.5. 56.5.
Is that for sure?
Juice to the over.
Where's that on?
GK. DraftKings.
This will be the best team they've played since Arkansas State, November 30th.
I'll take it.
Playing Alcorn, Prairie View.
I'm not getting cute on the totals. I'm gonna take North Texas and just hold my nose and hope for the best. I think they drill them, win by 20.
I think they win by 20. I like that angle. Another angle I kind of like too, just from listening to Trevor talk, was maybe the over. I know it's kind of a little stinky over, but over 125.5. If they force a lot of turnovers, be able to get out, get easy buckets, but then as also they're going to foul a lot. Rice gets to the line a lot, so they're going to be able to score a lot of points from the free throw line with time stopped. So a lot of quick possessions leading to points, and then a lot of points with the time stopped. But I would rather probably do North Texas. I was just thinking that through in my head. That could be a spot too. I know North Texas unders are usually the play, but that your stats were just it kind of sparked that idea in my mind.
Fair. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, it could easily play out that way. I mean, it could go over, and North Texas could still win by 15.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I like the North Texas. Just the spread better than.
Yeah. Last game of the day. I don't know if you guys have any other games you want to talk about. Is the 8th? Here we go. Is going to be the Cal game. I know,
what a stupid fucking game in the ACC.
No, I don't want to side or anything. McNeely threes. McNeely fucking threes.
Parents are still here.
Cal gives up 9 a game at home. That's worse than when they're on the road. McNeely shooting 45% from 3 this year. 3, 4, 3, 1, 1, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 6, 4, 1, and 1. So I mean, he puts up threes. He's a volume shooter. Cal doesn't defend it very well. I think McNeely can get his threes again. I mean, just a run back. Maybe I'll even parlay him and Dixon again.
Yeah, I like that. I think I'll take Cal, but no bet. I'll see if I bet this at 11 o'clock at night. We'll see.
It'll be the last game. I'll probably have something on it.
Yeah, I'll think of something around it, but I'll take Cal. What a stupid fucking game, though. This is, this is horrible. What have we got? I mean, this is a conference game at 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what's happening, dude?
If anything,
it's dog shit.
I could maybe even I could see an under in this game. Virginia could definitely struggle with it being like Puffer was saying, 11 o'clock start their time. I know, that's still late, even with, these 18 to 24-year-olds, still pretty late.
Yeah.
But I think that, defense travels. That's a big thing, but the offense doesn't really necessarily travel. So I could see maybe that under coming through. That might be a play that I'm on. Or I might ride Cal money line, maybe in like a little 3-team money line parlay and just have that be like my nightcap and hope that the first 2 hit, something like that.
Yeah.
41-hour drive. 41-hour drive, Charlottesville to Berkeley.
So what time did they leave?
Are they flying?
Yeah.
No, they
Why would they? I was gonna say, why do you mean they're driving?
Still, it's showing how stupid this fucking whole thing is. A 41-hour drive. Mm-hmm. Let's go play a conference game. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wear and tear on these fucking individuals for March Madness. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Big time.
Not that Cal, Virginia, right. Worry about, but
yeah, no, the Cal, Washington, UCLA, USC, they'll be fine. Any other games you guys got eyeballs on, or should we just get our plays and skedaddle on out?
Sounds good to me.
Good to me. Yeah, I was looking. No.
All right, I will. I'll run. I'm taking Dixon over 2.5 threes if it's plus money. If not, I'm on Nova money line. Seton Hall -2.5. Bradley -2.5. Northern Iowa 5.5. Indiana 6.5. UCF 5.5. Winthrop -2. Oklahoma -1.5. And then McNeely over 2.5 threes. And then, yeah, I'm still figuring out for Illinois. One way or another, I'll be on Illinois.
You need me to go home?
Yeah. I got Army, Holy Cross, start off the day. In the 6:30 window, we got Youngstown, Seton Hall, Bradley -2.5, UNI -5.5. NC State, we're figuring that out. We have not bet that yet. IU, we have not bet that yet. Arkansas -2.5, not bet that yet, but we'll think about that. Winthrop, we did bet -1.5. Valparaiso as well at the 8 p.m. and then Oklahoma in the 9 p.m. And figuring out the Tommy situation of the team total and the Illinois team total, and also North Texas with Arizona State circled as well. Yeah, fuck the fog.
Yeah, I'll be on one of the 5 o'clock games. Haven't pulled the trigger on one of them yet. I'm leaning towards probably the. Actually, I might play both. I might play both home teams. Haven't decided yet. Seton Hall -2.5. Villanova money line probably, unless I do the Dixon threes. Haven't decided if I'm going to do which one I'll do on that. Bradley -2.5. Rhode Island -5.5. Arkansas -3. UNI -5.5. UCF -5.5. Then I got Presbyterian -5.5. I just love these 5.5s today, apparently. IPFW -3. I also like the over 157.5. Winthrop money line, Winthrop -1.5. Valpo -1.5. Oklahoma -1.5. And then St. Thomas, I'm betting both -3.5 and the over 156.5. And then Illinois, I'll bet it one way or the other. Haven't decided on the SLU bets. Might bet them -3.5. Might bet Longwood -3.5. And then another game that I just was looking at that I'm probably going to bet is UMKC -1.5 on the road against Omaha. We didn't really cap this, but a little quick cap before we get out of here. Omaha just fresh off the road win at North Dakota State. Big win for them. Coming back home, I think they're going to kind of maybe let down the spot on that. I like the UMKC team. And they're only laying 1.5 on the road. I think they can get it done in Omaha.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I had that over in the Milwaukee IPFW. Probably should take that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Forgot St. Louis -3. I'll probably be on also. Haven't fired yet.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Fave of the day. What's your favorite?
Let's go 3-0 again.
Let's do it.
Oklahoma money line -1.5.
Oklahoma money line.
You go because he just stole mine.
I'll take fucking all reliable. Give me Dixon over 2.5 threes.
Let's do UNI -5.5.
That was the other one I was looking at.
I like that spot.
Yeah, I'm on that already. I love it. All right.
Actually, I'm going to cross out Dixon props just because not everyone can get them. Give me Bradley -2.5.
All right.
All right. Yeah, appreciate everyone for popping in. Denser was in here, UNLV 94, Crutch, Clark, Lane
Mason.
Gretzky, appreciate you. Mac Asbull and Mason. Mason, you were late. No big deal. We'll let it slide this time, but you made it in time for the important part for all of our plays and favorites. So thanks for popping in. We will see you guys probably tomorrow. What's tomorrow's slate look like? Or what's tomorrow? The Wednesday slate? Thursday slate?
Thursday slate.
Pretty decent.
Thursday slate looks pretty good. Yeah, we'll be here. About same amount of games. We'll probably we'll try to go through it a little quicker, but same amount of games. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. And head on over to yes, Mason, Holy Cross and Youngstown. We like too. We do like both of those tomorrow too as well. So good
Let's
luck
go,
on those.
Mason.
But yeah, that's it for us. We're heading over to the college experience. It's live right now, about 10 minutes ago. So we will see you fellows over there in the chat and catch you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Doodles.